Sports on CBC, les championnats U-Sport, brought to you in part by, vous êtes présenté par Nike Team, Just Do It, faites-le. Barron, exclusive supplier of U-Sports championship rings. Le fournisseur exclusif des bagues de championnat U-Sport. Fox 40, celebrating a decade of the Fox 40 U-Sports Coach of the Year program. Fier partenaire des prix de l'entraîneur de l'année U-Sport depuis 10 ans. By Veriburn, proud medical supplier to university sports since 1979. Fier partenaire du sport universitaire depuis 1979. The Government of Canada, le gouvernement du Canada. And by Cavendish Farms. Enjoy the game day taste at home with Cavendish Farms. Profitez des saveurs de jour de match chez vous avec les frites, les fermes Cavendish.
Welcome inside the Eastlink Center here for Championship Sunday from the Cavendish Farms U Cup in Charlottetown, Prince Edward Island. I'm Beau Ford, happy to be joined alongside by Norman Beck for this bronze medal game at the University Cup for men's hockey between the number 2 seeded UQTR Patriots and the host UPEI Panthers. Norman, all the tickets they've been booked here for today for these 4 teams, and I think what sums it up best, we have the 3 most storied programs in U Sports men's hockey playing here today alongside the host UPEI Panthers. It's been a whale of an event so far.
Well, it has been that, Bo. It has been that and more. And I know that when you listen to Coach Ford first, and he wants to get the UPEI Panthers into the upper echelon. And we are talking about the cream of the crop in UNB Reds, University of Alberta Golden Bears. And you throw the UQTR Patriotes, the defending national champion, coming in here. But, you know, U-Sport has a slogan. They have a hashtag, Chase to Glory, Ziaz, Viseo. UPEI Panthers is looking to chase a bit of glory here today, and Viseo just to try to get some sort of medal here for the young university to get up into that upper echelon of medal winners and see if they can make a difference. And you know, the road hasn't been easy. They dethroned they slayed the dragon in the Calgary Dinos. They come up against a formidable opponent last night against the U of A Alberta Golden Bears. Full marks for the Bears for their victory. UQTR, for their part, they come in. They had a good win against St. Mary's, took control of the game after period 2, came up against a very solid opponent in UNB last night. They'll be looking to seek an ounce of redemption here with the bronze medal today.
For this UQTR team here who's entering the ice, they have to start on time. We've talked about it in this event. They've struggled to do so. It's came back to bite them yesterday against UNB. They were able to fend it back against St. Mary's. But this Panthers team has come out on time. They gave up a goal last night, 26 seconds in, rallied for the rest of the first. For the Patriots, they have to start early and be on it often.
Well, one thing the Patriots have learned is that they do have the ability to come from behind. You saw that in the OUA East final against Concordia. UPEI, for their part, the difference in the 2 games, University of Alberta gets a goal last night, first shift from Eric Florchuk. In game 1 in the quarterfinal series, UPEI came out on their toes. They were able to dictate the pace of play. UPEI is coming in here with a little bit of a shorter time window to recuperate. UQTR has the benefit of having the early game yesterday afternoon. UPEI had to play against U of A last night. It'll be a question to see how well the team does rebound. A couple of injuries that are going to force players out of the lineup. There are going to be some lineup adjustments, but you're looking out, Jonah Capriotti. He's going to be looking to lead this team to the first medal in the iteration of the UPEI Panthers.
Well, as the Panthers enter the ice here, too, this is the last time for a lot of these guys on both sides that they'll get to don their school colors. So not only a bronze medal here, but a little extra pride knowing that, no question, this is going to be your last time in the uniforms.
Well, one thing, when a lot of these guys come in, they were expected to be in this national championship in maybe their first or second year, some of them, because of COVID and the delays and all that. Here they are as seniors, so no better way for a guy like Matt Broussard, TJ Shea, Kyle Maximovich, Troy Lajeunesse, the captain, the U Sportsmanlike Player of the Year. great way for them to wrap up their careers.
Both teams on the ice here as we'll turn it over to public address announcer Kirk McKinnon as he takes us through the pre-game festivities.
This year is the RCMP's 150th anniversary of serving Canadians and the 91st year of serving Prince Edward Island and its provincial police force. This anniversary year is a time to reflect on the RCMP's storied past, showcasing the pride of the RCMP family, and consider our path into the future as a more modern, inclusive, and trusted police force. We thank all Canadians for their many years of support and invite everyone to help mark this occasion and celebrate with us. U Sports and the Cavendish Farms University Cup are honored to have with us, representing the RCMP of Prince Edward Island, Constable Loren Sanders, Constable Ellen Peters, and Constable Kevin McKay. Joining us this afternoon for our ceremonial puck drop, would you please welcome, veuillez accueillir pour la mise au jeu protocolaire, U Sports CEO Pierre Arsenault, and representing UPEI major donor, the McLaughlin family, Lorna McDougall. We'd ask that the Patriots captain Zachary Levine and Panther captain Troy Lajeunesse to please make your way to center ice. At this time, I'd ask that you please stand for the singing of our national anthem. Maintenant, nous demandons à tous de veuillez vous lever pour le chanter notre hymne national. Please welcome UPEI music student Janie Perrier.
Oh, Canada, our home and native land, true patriot love in all thy sons' command. With glowing hearts we see the rise, the true north strong and free. From far and wide, O Canada, we stand on guard for thee. God keep our land glorious and free. Oh, Canada, we stand on guard for thee. Oh, Canada, we stand on guard for thee.
Thank you, merci, Pierre, Lorna,
Welcome
and
back inside the Eastlink Center for this bronze medal matchup between the UQTR Patriots and the UPEI Panthers. As we get a look here at the starting netminders for this game, there's a good look at Jonah Capriotti. Comes into this game with a 3.00 goals against average and 880 save percentage. Second team AUS All-Star. He'll look to be a difference maker here as the Panthers look to get some medals as the host. At the other end is Alexei Gravel, last year's MVP of this U Cup championship, a 3.08 goals against average and 898 save percentage. The lefty will look to go bring some more hardware back to the University Quebec Trois-Rivières.
You know, it was interesting, Bo. I was listening to Gardner McDougall talk in one of his post-game scrums there, and he was talking about Sunday being a hard time to get up for a bronze medal game. Maybe for some programs. I don't think so for the team in green and white, but we shall see. Something to play here for this afternoon. Should be a great one.
Lowe's online will start for the Patriots. The Panthers coming with a bit of a different look. Usually start that top line. They'll come with the Pelons and Danil Antropop. That one's sent in. It'll catch Connor McEachern. He'll go down to the ice, but Broussard takes it from behind. In front, turning and firing. There's Capriotti. A big save on Mathieu Boucher. McEachran. In the Panther zone, here's Boyvan from the back end. Works it down into the far side corner boards. Felix Boyvan closed off there by Antropov. Darian Pilon will get it to the blue line. Drake on his stride on Boucher. Here comes Bergeron. He's been one of the best defensemen in this tournament. He'll extend one out to Levine. Levine will not be able to touch that. It'll go for icing. So we talked about a short rest here for the Panthers. They got to come into this UQTR team. If there has been a knock on them, it's been that first period. They need to come out fast. They need to come out heavy in this one, Norm.
And I think that was part of the reason for starting Drake and Darian Pilon along with Danil Antropov. Coach McPherson probably looking for a little bit of that energy. You know, they got a little bit of scrambling in their own end, a little bit of a bad puck luck. Went off the stick of Connor McEachran, almost popped out in front, and Julien Tessier almost got the wood on it, and but a good save by Jonah Capriati to get him into the game early as well. You want to get those touches early on to get you into that field. Get a body hit or be hit, get a touch on the puck if you're the goalie, make some quick passes if you're a defenseman, get you into that game, makes a big difference.
Face off to the right of Gravel. That one will be controlled by L'Italien. The Panthers have been dynamic on the face-offs here so far in this event, but it's been the Patriot who have controlled it here early on. Levine on the wall. It'll squeak up to Smallwood. It's in behind the goal as Maksimovic tries to play it back. Here's Levine. He'll play it back. It's played there by L'Italien. He tries to get it up through the neutral zone. Boucher will chip it in. Capriati comes from behind the goal. Here's a look at Leon Denny. He'll make his U-Cup debut here, replacing Andrew Pico on the back end for the Panthers.
Andrew Pico is, he had a serious knee injury coming in. He sustained it halfway through last year. Managed to come back into the second half. He's having some struggles with it of late.
Here's Lepage into Garneau. Garneau in the backhand. He'll sail one wide in the glove side. Candela tries to kick it on around. It'll come up top to Pellerin. It's blocked away by Shea. Here's L'Italien. He'll play it in the middle. Beauregard gets it back to McKinnon. McKinnon will chip and chase after Lepage. Lepage down into the corner. He knocks McKinnon to the ice, and Beauregard will swing. And here's Pearson firing, and a great save there by Alexei Gravel. Beauregard spins away in behind McKinnon, knocked down to the ice by Pellerin, and we'll get our first power play opportunity of the hockey game as Pellerin will upend McKinnon. Great opportunity for Caleb Pearson there.
Good effort by Carson McKinnon. You see with it, he sticks right here on his feet. Gets it into the hands. Great awareness by Carson McKinnon to keep it alive, and a good save by Alexei Gravel. Then what does Carson McKinnon do? He goes back in. He gets in behind the net. Pellerin gets a little bit overzealous on the play. Panthers get their first opportunity. As you see, Carson, he'll be sticking out on the point in the power play as they come out with the big line. Mixing it up a little bit here, and oftentimes you will see Kyle Maksimovic back on the point. He's going to move over to the flank for this one. Coach McPherson trying a little bit of a different look here for the Panthers to see if they can get the all-important first goal here early in this bronze medal game.
A little bit of a... The best of U Sports women's hockey action is happening at the 2023 U Sports Women's Hockey Championships in Montreal. Catch all the final action today on CBCSports.ca and CBC Gem. UBC and Montreal play for bronze. Mount Royal and Concordia will look to defend in the gold medal matchup later on this evening.
Mount Royal, what a story they're writing over there in that tournament. 8th seed coming in, slaying dragons all over the place. Good for them.
They'll have to slay a big one against Concordia if they want to capture gold. McKinnon on the power play, back to Broussard. Lajeunesse fires Shea, got a stick on it in front, redirects it over the blocker. He'll retrieve that puck, try and work it into the middle. Here's Levine to L'Italien, up over the line, soft area pass just out of the reach of Zachary Levine, and Lajeunesse will drop one back for Broussard. 1 minute and 21 seconds on the power play. Through the
Panthers got the first look they wanted there, Bo, getting Troy Lajeunesse off the flank. Matty Broussard gets it down. Great save by Alexei Gravel.
Here's Frenette out of the top of the circle. He'll lose that puck. Pilon, he'll play it back in behind the goal to Broussard. Broussard up to Zach Beauregard. Beauregard off the stick. That one high and will go up and out of play. Well, we've seen that one-time shot from Troy Lajeunesse a lot this season. He gets it right in his wheelhouse there. Shea gets a stick on it, but it's deflected wide.
He had 7 power play goals over the course of the regular season. You see Justin Bergeron throwing his body in front. He gets a stick on it, knocks it right out of his hand. Oh, yeah, a lot to like about him. Of course, suffered an injury in the first game. He had the cage on, moved to the screen here the last couple, so that's not going to stop him, as he knows his illustrious career here with UQTR is going to be coming to an end after this game, and he'll want to finish it out in style for the Patriots.
Here's Curtis Henry. He'll get it back to Drake Pilon. Pilon to Pearson. 33 seconds left on the power play. Caleb Pearson, he'll drag and fire, and that one's gloved by Gravel, and he'll hold on for the whistle. So we talked about it a little bit yesterday in the game against UNB. Alexei Gravel was kind of struggling a little bit with his rebounds. He's been A1 here so far through the first 3.5 minutes of this hockey game.
Well, you're probably looking at it. I'm sure that he and goaltender coach Luc Belanger had a chat after the game and, you know, wanted to work on some things, make some adjustments. I mean, no one stops coaching in this tournament, right? Goaltender coaches included. And of course, Luc Belanger does have a maritime connection here too as well. He played in the Moncton Alpines back in the mid-90s, and of course he has a connection here with UQTR, 4 years with them as well. So he's been a big part of their success as well too. And for that of Alexei Gravel. You know, we talked about Gravel's kind of revived his career at the university level, and we'll see where that takes him after he's done in his time with the Patriots.
Well, on the Sunday last year, Alexei Gravel turned aside 66 shots for an overtime victory in the championship game. So I'm going to guess that he might like playing on a Sunday.
Yeah, he doesn't mind. They're coming in. Caleb Pearson's going to be sitting here for a bit, and it's going to nullify slash and call after the play. I think Alexei Gravel might have oversold it a little bit here to help out in the call. You can see a bit of embellishment going on. No doubt that Caleb Pearson got the stick in, but I think that was a cagey veteran move on the part of number 80 going in to sell the job, and referee Tyson Stewart was buying what he was selling, and the Patriots are going to get an opportunity to go back and see if they can establish the 1-goal lead here 4 minutes into this period.
4-on-4 here for 8 seconds. Bergeron can't keep it in at the blue line. It'll come back out. Here's Boivin. Boivin plays it rink wide, sticking around there. LaFrance tries to play it across. Broussard will wait, and the Patriot will go to the power play here as it's sent down by Broussard. Gravel gets it around to Tessier. Tessier off the boards. Will spin away from Marr on the forecheck. It started out over the blue line, over the Panthers' blue line, plays one cross ice, streaking in, a quick shot there from Felix Lafrance up over the glove of Capriati. Here's Tessier. Tessier in behind the goal, closed off there by Broussard. Puck loose down in the near side corner boards, comes to Darian Pilon. He tries to kick it to Marr. Marr uses it off the boards and will send that one down. Here comes Gravel, end of the crease to work it up to Bergeron. Quick transition, here's Boucher. Back to Justin Bergeron. Off the skate of Pilon, back outside the zone, and it will roll.
Effective job here by the Panthers so far. Bo winning the battles, keeping the middle of the ice clear, not allowing anything to happen. When Leon Denny goes down, good wrister there, good save by Gravel.
Up over the line, here's a far side pass, and it'll come back. Here's Simon Lafrance. Tessier wants it up top. It'll come to Boivin. Boivin back to Tessier. Here's Tessier, cross ice pass. Here's Lafrance to Tessier. Wickets. Pekka able to skate into it. Here's Jaden Pekka working on Felix Boivin, shorthanded. Pekka to Antropov. Antropov tries to spin and fire on the back end, rolls down into the corner boards. Played back by Freynat. 24 seconds left on the first power play here for the Patriot. Noel plays it far side. L'Italien can't handle it inside the blue line. They'll come back out, pushed ahead there by Curtis Henry on Boivin. He'll knock him down the ice. Boivin, though, able to make the play to Garneau. Garneau with Freynat driving the goal. He'll stop, bump the back up top to Boivin. Goes over with the feed. Oh, the shot. Rebound in front. L'Italien coming from behind. Freynat across. Noel scores! David Noel, as the penalty expired, get the Patriot on the board with a one-time blast. Top of the circle. Great puck movement there from the Patriot.
Well, that's not the first time we've seen David Noel exploit a goalie from the far side on that right flank, as He did it in the St. Mary's game. Good one-time pass. Very similar play to that goal that he scored against St. Mary's. And the same principles involved. Connor Fournette wasting no time, catching Jonah Capriotti. He's got to respect the shot on this side, but good puck movement between L'Italien, Fournette, and the great finish by David Noel. The Patriots have that all-important first goal in this game.
Here's Cote in behind the goal. Cote will center one out. He'll come back to the point. Lepage will turn and fire. Kicked away by Capriotti. Cote down under the goal line. Watched there by Lajeunesse. Puck gummed up along the back wall in behind Jonah Capriotti. McEachran rims it on around, and Lepage will fire one back towards the goal. Here's Brassard. He tries to stretch out Maximovic. He'll knock it down with the stick. Maximovic handling Mac. Gets it into Lajeunesse. Here's Lajeunesse, drops one off to Brassard. Brassard walks down Main Street, fires, kick save made by Gravel as he tried to outweigh to try and slide that one down along the ice.
I think Matt had almost too much time to think on that one there as he came in, as Kyle Maximovic demonstrating his lacrosse skills, a great hand-eye coordination to retrieve the puck. Matt Brassard just ran out of real estate. You know, that's a shooter's position. I mean, he's got the rifle. That's where 44 should be letting the wrist shot go. But Patriot get away with one there, and they're able to keep this a 1-0 game.
Good save by Gravel. He maintained the top of the crease
there. He forced him to make a decision, and he ran out of real estate. And he's looking for Brassard, was looking for something to happen. Gravel didn't give him anything, so well played.
Ludovic Susi, he'll get his first ice here in the national championships this year as he plays the body. He'll take a whack at it in front, just put it up over top. Here's Candela. He'll bounce it out off the boards, and there's the goal scorer, Noel. He'll turn and chase it down in behind the goal. David Noel is pressured there by Caleb Pearson. He'll get by Beauregard. Smallwood will tee one up. Gravel will stick it away, and Simon Lafrance will skate into it. Lafrance in front of his bench there, watched by Jaden Pekka. Gets it up, and Ian Smallwood will send it back in, far side corner off the glass, and swinging back in behind the goal is Tessier to pick that puck up for the Patriot. He'll sidestep around R.T. Rice, and he'll be back in through the neutral zone. It's turned back. Here's Rice with Pekka driving the goal. He'll fire it. Just put it up over the glove of Gravel. Here's Curtis Henry. Henry watched there by Bergeron, gets it back to the point. Mar got a shin pad on it, but it's Tessier coming back the other way. Henry able to get a stick on him and nullify that opportunity. We get an offside whistle with 11:51 to go. We talked about this Patriot team in their first period struggles. They got themselves on the board with a power play goal, and they've been pushing the issue through the neutral zone here.
Well, they got what they wanted. I mean, it was effectively a power play goal. It was pretty much at the end, right? But you can see here, and it looked like UQTR was going to get a really good chance, but heck of an effort by Curtis Henry coming in. You had R.T. Rice coming back in support as well, too. But just to finish off that point about the power plays.
Off the backboard, scores! In front, letting that puck go. Looked like it was Matthew Boucher. He got the favorable bounce here in the Eastlink Center off the backboards. He blasts it by Jonah Capriotti, and it's 2-0 Patriot.
No, there was no question. Bit of a set play going on there as Michael Pellerin decided to. He clearly took it and delivered it, banged it off. And we've often talked about the lively boards at the Eastlink Center. Look at it hum off that bottom yellow kick plate right onto the stick of Boucher, Mathieu Boucher, the fifth-year forward here for the Patriot. He made no mistake in getting it over the pad with Jonah Capriotti to give the Patriot a big 2-0 lead here, halfway, 11 minutes into this period. 8 minutes into this period.
So the defending Cavendish Farms UCup champions have a 2-goal lead here with 11:26 left to go in the first period.
Just to finish off on that point I was talking about earlier, Bo, you know, the first goal was scored effectively at the end of the power play. Last night in the game, UPEI, they had, if there was a silver lining, they killed 9 of 10 power plays. The downside is that it didn't allow them to get any kind of momentum established in the game. Same thing sort of happened here where they, UQTR put them on their heels with that first penalty. So discipline is going to remain an effective and important part of this game as well. And something that the Panthers will have to be looking at.
Capriati to Candela to Denny to Shea to La Jeunesse, and they're up over the blue line. La Jeunesse will drag it far. Boivin quickly down to block that puck. Here's L'Italien. Back to the point, fired in, and glove down by Gravel. He'll hold on and take a defensive zone face-off in his own end with 10:57 left to go. There's a good look at Troy La Jeunesse, Norm, the RWPU most sportsmanlike player in U Sports men's hockey this season.
Well, you talk about a guy who really took his game to a new level at Christmas time last year and just kept it going this year. He drives the engine here for the UPEI Panthers and has just been a tremendous leader here, a role model. A man of few words, Troy La Jeunesse, but he does his talking with his actions on the ice, and well respected in the dressing room, well respected in the conference. And Coach McPherson will be looking for him to lead his team back now that they find themselves down 2 goals in this one.
Beauregard to McKinnon, off to Caleb Pearson. It was in his skates. It's right in front of the bench. He has to field a body check there from Levine. Played down in on Capriati. He'll pass one across to Ian Smallwood. Smallwood goes back to Curtis Henry. Henry up. McKinnon stops it up. Plays one rink wide. Pearson knocks it down for Beauregard. Beauregard will make a move. Find it. Tries to slide one across. Goes under the stick of McKinnon. Henry to Broussard. Broussard will fire one blocker down into the corner by Gravel. Boivin will skate into it. Rims it on around up over the outreach mitt of Curtis Henry, and we'll get an icing here with 10:09 left to go in period number 1. The Patriots lead the Panthers 2-0.
Well, 6-4 the shots in net. The good thing is for the Patriots, they've been opportunistic in the chances that they had. Great puck exchange that we saw in the goal from David Noel. A little bit of a good executed strategy on the set play from Michael Pellerin going in and allowing Mathieu Boucher to capitalize. But still lots of time to go. 10:09. We're well early on in this game. Lots of things can happen from here on in.
Patriot will control that face-off. Here's Levine up over center, working on Connor McEachran. Levine driving down underneath the goal line. Here's Levine to Noel across. Lepage. Here's Pekka. Lepage will play it into the near side corner boards. Freinet to Cote, but it's picked up by Marr. Here's Jordan Marr, near side boards. He'll try and chip and chase around Soucy. He's unable to gain center ice, and we'll get an icing call here with 9:38 left to go in the first period.
Jordan Marr just didn't gain the line there, coming back through the middle as he was being forced in on the, I think Marc-Etienne Hubert thinks that there's a face-off going on, but the Snow Crew has to go back and retreat. They're ready. They're raring to go here, Bo, but they're going to have to wait until there's not an icing or a goal.
Face-off down to the right of Jonah Capriati. Marr in against Freinet. Marr was able to win that on the help from Jaden Pekka. Pekka will kick it back into the neutral zone. Pellerin off the boards to Freinet. Off to Soucy. Soucy will play that one in. McEachran from his own end gets it around to Matt Broussard. Broussard looking for an option. He'll try and find Darian Pilon high through the air. Lepage down into the corner. There's Pilon trying to create havoc, but it comes to Freinet. Connor Freinet will play it in, and there's Capriati out again to stop things up. He'll rim it on around. Pilon gets a whack at it. Noel able to handle it at the blue line. But Pilon pushes it out. Drake will reverse one back. It'll come to the near side. Antropov off to Denny, through to Drake. Pilon through the middle of the ice. Here's Pilon trying to get a whack at it. He had his stick hacked and whacked there on a good defensive play.
Well closed, but David Noel getting it done on the offensive side. He knew that Drake Pilon was coming with speed to hit and close it off. Well played by the assistant captain for the Patriots.
Here's Boivin out from behind his goal. He'll try and streak one here to LaFrance, and it will go for another icing call with 8:35 to go here in period number 1.
Oh, the Snow Crew's going to have to wait once more here, Bo, as we're getting down into the latter part here. 8 minutes, 35 seconds to go in this period. not a lot happening of late. We had a couple of quick goals, but apart from that, it's been a pretty stagnant game in terms of execution or sustained pressure. Both sides really haven't had any of that on either side, either on the Panthers side or on the Patriots side as well.
Here's an opportunity. The Patriot will tip that one in. It goes off of Simon Lafrance. Capriati out, rims it on around, hops under the stick of TJ Shea. Here's Henry. Maximovic up to Lajeunesse. Boivin will bounce it off, and that one will go up and end of play with 8:13 left to go here in period number 1. It's the UQTR Patriot leading the UPEI Panthers by a score of 2-0 in this bronze medal game from the U Cup.
Hey U Sports fans, check out shop.usports.ca for this week's promotional item from the Nike Team collection. Visitez le shop.usport.ca pour en profiter de la promotion de la semaine de la collection Nike Team.
Sprinkled, drizzled, or straight up. There's a million ways to eat Cavendish Farms fries, but only one way to make them. The right way. Cavendish Farms fries. Made our way. Enjoyed your way.
Here's a look at the UQTR Patriot bench. They've come out on time, but Norman, one of the trends we've seen early in this tournament, not as much yesterday, was these TV timeouts. They seem to be able to shift some momentum, so we'll see the Panthers on an offensive zone face-off and the Patriots see if they can continue to work their way. I think they're very happy with the way this first period went. Not a whole lot of opportunity, kind of taking the Panthers away from this hockey game.
Well, it's the opportunity to reinforce what you're doing well, and it provides the opportunity for the Panthers to come in and say, what can we do differently? So it's the timing is good. We have seen the benefits from it. It kind of saved St. Mary's in the first game there in the second period against the UQTR Patriots. So, you know, the crowd is here. We're going, it's a little bit of a lesser crowd here today, of course. Still a pretty good attendance. So I'd say somewhere in the area of 2,200 we're probably looking at here in the rink today. But, you know, they're going to have to not solely rely on the fans to get them through it. They're going to have to work as a collective team. And for the Patriots, for their part, they're going to have to see if they can go and build on the lead that they've already established.
Here's Curtis Henry, tries to get it up to Maximovic. It's turned back and taken into the boards there. And the Patriots are going to go to the power play. Here's Bergeron. He'll fire one, but off the stick of Maximovic. And the Panthers are going to take a boarding penalty here. With 7:45 left to go in the first, it'll be TJ Shea.
You see TJ Shea a little bit in the numbers there on Felix Lauzon. He goes hard into the boards. Boarding call justified in terms of course, you see TJ Shea plays hard body checker. Got to be careful when you get it in the numbers. That'll be called 10 times out of 10.
So the Patriots scored at the end of a power play to get on the board. It was David Noel. They'll go back for their second look here of the hockey game. It's played down low. And able to skate into it is Beauregard. He'll get it outside the blue line, try and cut one in. And Tessier up over the line. Tries to put one into Boucher. Tessier picks it up. He gets it across. And Felix Lafrance will drop it back to his brother Simon. He'll rim it on around to Tessier. Tessier knocked off there by Beauregard and sent down by Connor McCaffrey. Here's Bergeron, gets that puck from Gravel. Justin Bergeron to Tessier, across ice to Simon Lafrance. Lafrance up over the blue line. He'll take it in and play it around the horseshoe. Felix Lafrance will let it roll back to Boivin. Boivin gets it in and comes back up top. Here's Lafrance. He'll circle around that Cavendish Farms logo just inside the blue line and drag one to the top of the circle. Lafrance back up top. Boivin quickly over to Tessier. Tessier tries to find Lafrance back door with that feed and sent down the ice there by Drake Pilon.
They were looking to unleash the player of the year in Simon Lafrance over in the far side. Felix Lauzon, Julien Tessier, a little frustrated with himself. He tried to force it through. had some other options, could have gone down low. It worked in the favor of the Panthers.
Italian stripped of that puck inside the blue line. He's able to recover, works it through the middle. Freynette battling here with Curtis Henry. He's able to get it over to Garneau. Garneau works one back to Boivin, across to Noel. Noel will handle that puck back to Boivin. 23 seconds left in the power play. Boivin will play it down to L'Italien. He's knocked off there in the far side corner by Curtis Henry. Smallwood has no choice but to freeze it up. He didn't have an option to clear that puck outside the zone. Battling for Garneau and Freynette. 7 seconds left in the power play. It'll work its way around to Noel. He'll try and step up. He'll do so successfully. Pass one across. Here's Freynette to Boivin. Up top, he'll fire. Kicked away by Capriotti. Back to five-a-side hockey. L'Italien trying to seal off Shea. Shea through the neutral zone. Here's TJ Shea, fresh out of the penalty box. Driving in the backhand. Tries to go to the forehand. He's knocked down hard, driving the goal. And that'll lead to a UPEI Panthers power play. David Noel.
Well, TJ Shea doing what he does well. The question here, I think, is going to be, is this a 2 or a 4? There's definitely head contact coming out. As you see referee Tyson Storr telling Matt Broussard to get out of his face, but certainly a head contact penalty. Coming across ice, TJ Shea driving hard to the net. Probably not going to get a real good look at it, but definitely head contact on the part of David Noel. And question is it going to be a 2
and a 10? 2 and 10 here. 2 for head contact and a 10-minute misconduct. I believe they're looking for somebody else off the ice here to come serve that 2-minute minor. So kind of a big loss here for 12 minutes in this hockey game is David Noel.
Oh, you better believe it. I mean, the guy who's, you know, a real leader here in the back end for the Patriots. And of course, but you know, there you see TJ Shea going through and creating something out of nothing through the middle. Made something out of nothing, drove hard. I mean, David Noel had to get back hard to close him off there because otherwise he'd a free pass to the net. So if you're Marc-Etienne Hudel, you don't mind a guy taking that penalty. That's a good penalty to take.
He'll serve.
You're preventing a chance, a scoring chance from coming.
That 2-minute penalty for the Panthers, and no TJ Shea here out to start this power play. Pilon will take that position. Broussard gets it over. Here's McKinnon back up top. He'll get it to Maximovic into the middle to Pilon. Pilon goes to Lajeunesse. Lajeunesse to Broussard. Broussard to Maximovic. Maximovic trying to find Pilon streaking to the goal. It'll roll under his stick. So Lafrance will serve the 2-minute minor. Noel will have to serve for 12 on that 2 and 10 for head contact. Here's Maximovic. Through the neutral zone, he'll play it over to McKinnon. McKinnon back to Maximovic down in the far side corner board, tries to spin it away. He'll chop at it, get it back to Broussard, to Kyle Maximovic. Maximovic back to Pilon. Pilon fires a shot, blocked away, and it's clear as far as the line. Broussard knocked it down, but it's pushed out by Levine. Levine has his stick slashed, and we've seen this happen last night a couple of times. Norm, when the Panthers are on the power play, they take a penalty and they nullify and go to play 4-on-4.
It happened too many times. I mean, that one there, it was Troy Lajeunesse was caught a little flat-footed on the blue line as the UQTR, I think it was Zach Levine, was going through there, pushing hard to get it. You know, there's a penalty. Otherwise, if you don't do it, he's coming in on the scoring chance. So
stick disintegrates. That's usually an easy one.
That's a pretty good indicator. But you know, going back here to the David Noel, like UQTR's got 13 and 5, 13 forwards, 5 defensemen dressed in this game. They've already lost. Jeremy Martin went off, and we saw him limping off. I'm not sure if he's returned to the bench or not. So there could be a couple of bodies short here for the next 12 minutes here for the Patriots. So that'll be something that, you know, the time management of guys like Bergeron, Boivin, Lepage, and Michael Pellerin, they're going to be tested here over the next little while in terms of their ice management.
Play another 4-on-4 here for 58 seconds as Curtis Henry picks it up. Plays it back across to Ian Smallwood. Smallwood up through the neutral zone. Here's Bergeron. Bergeron over to Boivin. He'll charge up with a head of steam. Cross over the blue line. Play it down to Garneau. Garneau closed off there by Smallwood, and he'll start out over the line. Here's Ian Smallwood. He'll take it in, drop one off to Pearson into the middle. Beauregard off the skate to the stick. He's knocked down, and Bergeron, able to spring Freynette. Freynette couldn't get a stick on that puck. It'll roll down, and he'll swing in on the backhand. Pearson will come in, take the body on him, knock him to the ice. It's worked back to Bergeron. He'll battle with Pearson, able to get it down. And here's Garneau, kicks it back to Bergeron. Here's Bergeron walking in. Capriati blockers that one into the corner. Pearson will just flip one back into the neutral zone. 9 seconds left here of 4-on-4 hockey. Freynette pushes over the blue line. He'll play it down, and Brassard will handle it. Matt Brassard off the skate of Beauregard. Pearson will play it in. It'll be 5-on-4 here for the Patriots for 45 seconds. They'll wind it up from their own end. Here's Levine into the middle. Simon Lafrance across to Tessier. He's closed off there by McEachran. Pellerin across to Lepage. Lepage, top of the circle, works it across. Here's Pellerin, down low. Centering pass, Boucher streaking the goal. He took a shot, it bounced. And the Patriot gained possession, fired in there from Lafrance, and again another save made from Jonah Capriati.
Wow, good save by Capriati as ever dangerous Simon Lafrance spotted Mathieu Boucher. Great backdoor pass, cross seam. Drake Pilon was unaware that Boucher was coming in behind him, but there's the dangerous nature of a guy like Simon Lafrance. You know, we talked about him being the Joseph A. Sullivan winner, former Val d'Or Fureur and Victoriaville Tigre. Of course, Felix's brother, you know, getting the opportunity to play here for a national medal here. Pretty special opportunity for those two.
Here's Boucher, plays it down low. 10 seconds left in the man advantage. Pellerin plays it back down to Levine. Levine, he's taken into the boards there by Leon Denny. Antropov will push against L'Italien. It'll come back. That one out of the reach of Pellerin, and we're back to 5-a-side hockey.
Still no TJ Shea.
Up over the line. That one will go for icing here. 2:24 left to go.
Jordan Murray moving up on that line, Boas, and I'm sure that Coach Forbes McPherson would not be happy seeing one of his marquee players being out of the lineup like that, but I'm sure it's probably might be looking in, of course, with the head contact happening, probably looking at the concussion protocol, which is the right thing to do in terms of making sure that he's going to be okay before he returns to play.
Face-off control by the Patriot. Maksimovic tries to swing out from behind the goal, just has it roll off. Here's Candela. Candela through the middle. Murr can't field it. Levine will skate into it with L'Italien driving the goal. Tries to work it to Boucher. Boucher with that puck at his stick now. Gets it across Lepage to Pellerin. Pellerin sends it back rink wide to Boucher off the boards, and Murr will lock him up along the wall. Candela tries to bounce it. Lepage knocks it down. Boucher, a rolling puck, tries to work it back down low. Then Denny will take it off a shin pad. L'Italien will control it, far side half wall. Get it down low. Coming out with that puck, here's Levine. Levine will spin away and knocked off by the Panthers back into the neutral zone. Here's L'Italien.
Good job by Cole Candela to make that difficult for Levine. He almost hit the inside lane going on, kept his feet moving, was able to strip him of the puck, get him out of harm's way. So good, well done there by the fifth-round pick of the Vancouver Canucks back in 2016, Cole Candela.
Here's Justin Bergeron through the middle. Garneau can't get it by McKinnon. Pearson will streak in and drop one off to Beauregard. Back to Pearson, across to McKinnon, and Bergeron able to nullify that opportunity. And here comes Cote up over the line. He'll get it in the corner. Center it out, Lozon trying to skate into it. Here's Curtis Henry up to Caleb Pearson. In behind, Lozon will stop up. Smallwood freezes him up along the wall. Down to 50 seconds left to go here in the first period. Pearson under pressure will play it to Capriati. He'll cover it up. Canada's best university men's volleyball teams head to Hamilton for the 2023 U-Sport Men's Volleyball Championship presented by Mikasa. The consolation round is exclusive to CBC Sports YouTube channel, while championship semifinals are on CBC Gem, CBCSports.ca, and the CBC Sports YouTube channel. Check out usports.ca for game times and channels. Catch every second of the action on CBC Sports. Face-off controlled there by Freynette. It'll come all the way back into the neutral zone. Pellerin will get it across, and Lafrance will play it in. McEachran rims it on around. Lepage pinching into the blue line. The second attempt by McEachern gets as far as the blue line. Susie takes a body check there from Antropop. Here's Pilon. Drake Pilon gets it to Broussard. Broussard in his own zone. Near side face-off circle. Plays it off the stick of Darian Pilon. He'll deflect one in, be the first one in the forecheck. Try and turn and center to Antropop. It's played down low. Here's Frenette. Frenette. Stop that puck up, and it's Antropop. Here's Daniil Antropop. Rims one on around. Denny Redditt sends one towards the goal as the time was running out. And that'll do it here for period number 1. 2-0, the UQTR Patriot lead over the UPEI Panthers in this bronze medal matchup here on Sunday afternoon at the Cavendish Farms U Cup.
Well, bit of a hole to be dug here, but 40 minutes left to go. Still lots of time to make something happen. And I think the Panthers have to find a little bit of energy somewhere, Bo. The Patriots have done a very good job of nullifying any chances that they've had. There really hasn't been a lot generated. You saw the one-timer, like Kyle Maximovich stripped the defender of the puck to closing off quickly. The time Drake Pilon going down, he gets a look to closing off quickly. So the Patriots are doing a good job. They got to hang with it to see if they can chip away at this lead.
We'll throw it down to the first goal scorer for the UQTR Patriot, David Noël.
Au niveau de la patinoire, on rejoint David Noël, qui a été l'un des compteurs des siens au courant de la première période. David, vous êtes en avance 2-0. Qu'est-ce qui a bien fonctionné dans le premier 20 minutes de hockey pour ton équipe?
C'est sûr qu'on joue avec beaucoup de sport cette game-ci. On garde des choses simples, on utilise notre vitesse. Fait que c'est tous des points clés dans notre jeu.
Parle-moi un peu de ton but que tu as compté en première période. Ça a été un bon mouvement de rondelle de ton équipe. Parle-moi un peu de la séquence.
Ouais, dans le fond, j'ai shoté pour une première fois au but. La puck était en arrière du net. Puis quand elle est remontée l'autre côté, j'ai vu la ligne s'ouvrir. Fait que je me suis mis disponible. Puis Frenette, c'est un bon passeur. Fait que je savais qu'elle allait venir à moi.
Et évidemment, l'an dernier, vous avez été couronné champion canadien. Cette année, un scénario un peu différent. Vous compétitionnez pour la médaille de bronze. Qu'est-ce que ça signifie pour votre équipe, ce match-ci?
C'est sûr que c'est différent. T'sais, on avait comme objectif de gagner la médaille d'or. C'est comme l'an passé. C'est un tournoi qui est difficile à gagner, mais c'est sûr qu'une troisième place au Canada, je pense que c'est vraiment raisonnable aussi pour aussi remercier le programme pour tout ce qu'ils font pour nous. Je pense que ça vaut la peine de gagner cette game-là.
C'est David Noël, il a été l'un des compteurs des siens en première période. Merci beaucoup pour ton temps, David, et bonne chance pour le reste du tournoi.
Merci.
So that was David Noël talking about a couple of things just to interpret the interview. He was talking about how they had lots of puck support going on in the first period. Kind of kept things simple, and that worked into their favor in terms of getting this two-goal lead. He asked him a question about playing for the bronze medal, which is something that this team didn't come for and is not necessarily accustomed to. But he said, this tournament's difficult. He said, but third place is still a pretty reasonable finish, and you get a lot of thanks for the program and what they've been able to do for them to get them where they are today.
Always good to go out a winner, and the UQTR Patriot are through 20, leading 2-0 over the UPEI Panthers.
Certaines personnes arrivent à l'université en sachant ce qu'elles vont faire dans la vie. D'autres viennent pour le découvrir. Peu importe la raison, elles trouveront leur chemin à l'Université d'Ottawa. Un chemin vers la connaissance et vers le succès. Vous étudierez avec des professeurs qui sont des leaders dans leur domaine. 89 d'entre eux sont titulaires de chaires de recherche du Canada. Tout au long de votre parcours, des mentors, des conseillers et des accompagnateurs vous appuieront pour que vous développiez votre plein potentiel.
The nominees for the R.W. Pugh Award presented to the most sportsmanlike player in the regular season are en nomination pour le prix de l'esprit sportif R.W. Pugh, présenté aux joueurs démontrant le plus de l'esprit sportif dans la saison régulière sont des sports universitaires de l'Atlantique from the AUS, Troy La Jeunesse, Université de l'Île du Prince-Édouard, UPEI. Du sport universitaire de l'Ontario from the OUA, Kyle Petit, Université Western University. Et de l'Association Ouest Canadienne from Canada West, Matt Fontaine, Université de l'Alberta, University of Alberta. Le lauréat du prix de l'esprit sportif R.W. Pugh, présenté aux joueurs démontrant le plus de l'esprit sportif est the winner of the R.W. Pugh Fair Play Award presented to the most sportsmanlike player in U Sports men's hockey is Troy La Jeunesse, Université de l'Île du Prince-Édouard, UPEI.
They don't do it for the likes or for the shares. They do it for the fun of it, for the thrill, for the camaraderie, for the memories. CBC Sports, just because they love it.
Here are the nominees for the Father George Kehoe Memorial Award as the 2023 Fox 40 U Sports Men's Hockey Coach of the Year. Voici les candidats pour le prix commémoratif le Père George Kehoe présenté à l'entraîneur de l'année Fox 40 U Sport. Des sports universitaires de l'Atlantique from the AUS, Tyler Nogler, Université St. Mary's University. Du sport universitaire de l'Ontario from the OUA, Andrew Wilkins, Université Lakehead University. Et de l'Association Ouest Canadienne from Canada West, Mark Howell, Université de Calgary, University of Calgary. Le lauréat du prix commémoratif le Père George Kehoe présenté à l'entraîneur de l'année Fox 40 U-Sport est the winner of the Father George Kehoe Memorial Award as the 2023 Fox 40 U-Sports Men's Hockey Coach of the Year is Mark Howell, Université de Calgary, University of Calgary.
Sprinkled, drizzled, or straight up. There's a million ways to eat Cavendish Farms fries, but only one way to make them. The right way. Cavendish Farms fries. Made our way. Enjoyed your way.
The nominees for the Dr. Randy Gregg Award presented to the student who excels in hockey, academics, and community involvement are les candidats pour le prix de Dr. Randy Gregg pour l'excellence dans le hockey, les études et l'engagement communautaire sont des sports universitaires de l'Atlantique from the AUS, Matthew Welsh, Université St. Mary's University. Du sport universitaire de l'Ontario from the OUA, Duncan Campbell, Université Queen's University. Et de l'Association Ouest Canadienne from Canada West, Connor Blake, Université Mount Royal University. Le lauréat du prix, le Dr. Randy Gregg pour l'engagement communautaire est, the winner of the Dr. Randy Gregg Award for Community Service is, Matthew Welsh, Université St. Mary's University.
Welcome back inside the Eastlink Center. It's the UQTR Patriot leading the UPEI Panthers by a score of 2-0. Norm, one of the things that we've seen from the Panthers here in their first two games was their dominance in the face-off circle. The Patriot really took control of this hockey game. It's a lot easier to play the game when you have control off the face-off.
Well, 11-24, a big factor in that. Samuel L'Italien, 8-0 over the course of that period. Felix Lauzon, for his part, 6-2 in the draw. I saw a guy like Zach Beauregard. He was 75% last night in the draw, 12 for 15. He's two wins, 2 of 6 here today. So, Yeah, right, Bo, in terms of establishing the tempo of play. They haven't been allowed to do that, and that's worked into the Patriots' advantage for sure.
Well,
but,
goals 2 minutes and 13 seconds apart. Have us standing here on the 2 UQTR goals.
Oh, there's one of the 2 shots that David Noel took in this period. He was able to convert, and we saw his here a mark play coming once again. Michael Pellerin goes right in between Connor McCachran and Matt Broussard. Catches everyone a little bit on short notice. That's a big goal right there for the Pats.
2-0 UQTR over UPEI in this bronze medal game from the Cavendish Farms U Cup.
Sprinkled, drizzled, or straight up. There's a million ways to eat Cavendish Farms fries, but only one way to make them. The right way. Cavendish Farms fries. Made our way. Enjoyed your way.
Some people come to university knowing exactly what they want to do in life. Others come to discover it. Either way, there's a path for them at U Ottawa. A path to knowledge, a path to success. You study with professors who are leaders in their field. 89 of them hold Canada Research Chairs. Along your path, you will find student mentors, counselors, and coaches. All there to give you the support you need to be the best you can be.
The nominees for the Defenseman of the Year in U Sports Men's Hockey are, en nomination pour le prix du Défenseur de l'année en hockey masculin U-Sport 2023, des sports universitaires de l'Atlantique from the AUS, Matt Broussard, Université de l'Île-du-Prince-Édouard, UPEI, du sport universitaire de l'Ontario from the OUA, Justin Bergeron, Université du Québec à Trois-Rivières, UQTR. Et de l'Association Ouest Canadienne from Canada West, Connor Hobbs, l'Université de la Saskatchewan, University of Saskatchewan. Le défenseur de l'année en hockey masculin U-Sport est, the U-Sports Men's Hockey Defenseman of the Year is, Connor Hobbs, Université de la Saskatchewan, University of Saskatchewan.
It's that moment again, the one you dream of every night. La seule chose qui te préoccupe, c'est la gloire, le cheminement de la réussite, of pushing yourself further than ever before. But the true glory is in the shadows. Les sacrifices que tu fais, quand toutes les chances sont contre toi, when you can't push one more second. Chase the glory. Visez haut.
The nominees for the Claire Drake Award presented to the U Sports Men's Hockey Rookie of the Year are, en nomination pour le prix Claire Drake présenté à la recrue de l'année en hockey masculin U-Sport 2023, des sports universitaires de l'Atlantique from the AUS, Samuel Richard, Université du Nouveau-Brunswick, UNB, du sport universitaire de l'Ontario from the OUA, Jonathan Lemieux, Université Concordia University. Et de l'Association Ouest Canadienne from Canada West, Joachim Smallwood, Université de l'Alberta, University of Alberta. Le lauréat du prix Claire Drake présenté à la recrue de l'année en hockey masculin U-Sport A. The winner of the Claire Drake Award as the U-Sports Men's Hockey Rookie of the Year is Samuel Richard, Université du Nouveau-Brunswick, UNB. The nominees for the Senator Joseph A. Sullivan Trophy as the U-Sports Men's Hockey Player of the Year are, en nomination pour le trophée du Sénateur Joseph A. Sullivan présenté à l'athlète de l'année U-Sport en hockey masculin, des sports universitaires de l'Atlantique from the AUS, Liam Howell, Université Saint-FX University. Du sport universitaire de l'Ontario from the OUA, Simon Lafrance, Université du Québec à Trois-Rivières, UQTR. Et de l'Association Ouest Canadienne from Canada West, Riley Sawchuk, Université Mount Royal University. Le lauréat du trophée Joseph A. Sullivan décerné au joueur de l'année en hockey masculin U-Sport A. The winner of the Senator Joseph A. Sullivan Trophy as the U-Sports Player of the Year in men's hockey is Simon Lafrance, Université du Québec à Trois-Rivières, UQTR.
Welcome back inside the Eastlink Center here for period number 2 of this bronze medal matchup between the UQTR Patriot and the UPEI Panthers. The Patriot leading by a score of 2-0 after 20 minutes of play. Norman, for the Panthers, they find themselves down here in this hockey game. They're going to need a rallying cry here to try and get back into this one here in this second period.
Well, there's no doubt that the task is becoming increasingly more difficult here for the Panthers. I did notice whether I don't see 81 on the bench there. There he is now coming late. So that would be a boost for them. But, you know, they knew the task was going to be tough coming in here for the Panthers on this game with a team that, you know, as we talked right from the get-go, one of the more successful decorated franchise programs in U-Sport men's hockey. So it's not going to be easy for them, but, you know, they do have the motivation to continue playing, to keep hanging with it. Still lots of time to go. Lots of things can happen in these remaining 2 periods. You just got to stick with it and see if they can, you know, make incremental inroads into getting that first goal. You got to get 1 to get 2. If you get that 1, get a little bit of momentum, and that's the part that's really been missing here. But you got to credit UQTR with stifling that energy that UPEI has just not been able to gather so far in this game.
Face-off comes just outside the Panthers' blue line on an early offside call. We'll get an exit from low zone, and Levine will come in and take this face-off against Antropov. Antropov, that's his first face-off win here of this hockey game. Here's Connor McEachran. He'll make the play up to Antropov. He's closed off just inside the line, looking back. McEachran will go rink wide to Broussard. He'll fire one on through. It's off a stick and up and at a play. CBC Sports is your home for the 2023 U Sports Women's Volleyball Championship presented by Mikasa. from Vancouver. The consolation round is exclusive to CBC Sports YouTube channel, while championship semifinals and finals are on CBC Gem, cbcsports.ca, and the CBC Sports YouTube channel. Check out usports.ca for game times and channels. There's a return of TJ Shea here to start the second period as he was in to take that face-off. It's Lepage starting it out for the Patriot. He'll play it in. Shea will work it in behind the goal. Brassard shovels it off the glass. It'll come back. Pellerin has it hop over his stick. Lajeunesse will have an opportunity. Streaking to the goal. Here's Lajeunesse. Maximovic. Shea uses the handle on it. It was a pretty tic-tac-toe passing play. Maximovic side of the net. Got a whack at it. That was a good look there for the Panthers. TJ Shea had a bobbling puck in front. Garneau turning back. It's a play. Side of the net. Capriati down, circling away with it. Cote plays it over. Garneau with Tessier in front. Will come through the paint. Here's Tessier. Turns and fires. Capriati with maybe a game saver there in front of the Panthers net. Boivin fires that one high up over top of Capriati. So a flurry of action here just over a minute into the second period both ways. Boivin tries to kick one down low. It's worked to the middle. Come back into the neutral zone.
Boy, that just energized things in a hurry to start off this period. Great chances in both ends.
Here's LaFrance, tries to find his brother Simon streaking towards the goal. It's turned back, worked around the horseshoe. Boivin will keep it in the backhand, down underneath the goal line. LaFrance, Felix LaFrance gets it out to Simon LaFrance, to Tessier. Tessier, top of the circle, makes a nice pass to LaFrance. He'll get it across. Here's Boivin down Main Street, across the Bergeron. Pretty play, backdoor to Tessier. He had a gaping net, couldn't get the handle on it.
Well, a couple of flubbed opportunities on both sides, Bo.
Here's Pearson. He'll pick that puck up in the slot area, play it rink wide. Beauregard off the wall, will skate it into the zone. He'll get it across to McKinnon. He'll drag and fire. Gravel. And scores! Knocked into the air. Caleb Pearson gets the Panthers on the board here. It's 2-1 on a goal from Caleb Pearson.
Well, we talked about a pretty static period going on in period one, Bo. This first 2 minutes and 10 seconds of the 20 seconds of this period has been full-on attack on both sides. There's several opportunities. Zach Beauregard recognized Carson McKinnon jumping off the bench, feeds him. Caleb Pearson did the right thing, gets the inside presence on Justin Bergeron. Won the battle in front of the net, and that's a little thing that makes a difference right there. Credit Pearson. Look, he gets the footing inside, hangs with it, gets the stick on it. He scored a big goal in the quarterfinal game. This might be an even bigger one for the UPEI Panthers to get them back into this bronze medal match.
Lepage now will control it. A flurry of opportunities. It started with a 3-on-1 tic-tac-toe play. Tessier misses the gaping net. The Panthers come back and make them pay on a goal from Pearson. Here's Lepage. He'll fire through traffic. Capriati tracks it with the mitt. He'll hold on for a whistle with 17:20 left to go in the second. This is the kind of hockey that we signed up for, Norm.
Well, what shouldn't be lost in that equation, too, is the save by Jonah Capriati, point blank in front of the net. I mean, you saw the whiffs on Simon LaFrance and TJ Shea, two guys whose finishing is unquestioned. Both missed on great setups in both occasions with gaping nets facing them. But the big difference in this one here, I mean, if UQTR gets that goal, goes up 3-1, that's a different. The mountain has become almost insurmountable. Now the Panthers find themselves coming back. They're able to grind their way to give themselves some energy that I was saying was missing in that first period. They just didn't have it. Now they've got a little bit of it. Let's see what they can do with it and what's going to be the response for the defending national champs.
Well, remember that save. It's all about the timing. That one just happened to be a grade A one as this game continues forward. Now is a one-goal hockey game. Antropov makes a play over to Curtis Henry in his feet. He'll go to the stick, get it across to Ian Smallwood. Smallwood comes through. Here's Antropov. Antropov and Pilon collided there with Lepage just outside the Patriot blue line. He's down on the ice, and will get a UQTR power play. Now up by 1, 0 for 3 here so far this afternoon.
Looks like Jordan Lepage kind of stung in the play. I was looking at something else. I didn't see the incident happen. Drake Pilon obviously not questioning it in any way, but Jordan Lepage going off a little bit stung in the play. Looks like it's going to be an interference. So chance for the Patriots to get back in and restore that 2-goal lead that they just lost moments ago. This is a huge kill here for the Panthers if they want to they want to stem the tide against this potent power play of the Patriots.
Face-off control. Lajeunesse gets it outside the blue line, and Bergeron comes across to L'Italien. L'Italien will send it streaking to Bergeron. Bergeron knocked off the blue line. Lajeunesse skates into it on the backhand. He'll loft one back. Boivin will knock it down. Work it through the middle of the ice and up over the line. Here's L'Italien. L'Italien off the backboards. Remember, no David Noel here on this power play for the Patriots, serving that 2-minute and 10-minute misconduct for head contact. So it's Lajeunesse back up over the blue line with Beauregard driving the net. Lajeunesse will fire. The rebound was there. Beauregard didn't happen to catch it, and he was driving the goal, and the Patriot will turn it back the other way. Garneau to L'Italien. Down low. Garneau back up top to Bergeron. Bergeron streaking in, top of the circle. He'll shimmy and shake, backdoor feet. Garneau will fire. Capriati sliding across, covers up the rebound, and a good save from Jonah Capriati.
Oh, Troy Lajeunesse almost getting it done with this second shorty of the year as Zach Beauregard did the right thing. That created the space for Lajeunesse. Good save there by Alexis Gavel, but coming back the other end, great play here by Justin Bergeron. Very patient, you know, he's a disher extraordinaire here for the Patriots. Jonah Capriati kind of lost his footings there. Was able to keep it at bay to keep this a 1-goal game.
LaFrance with a feed. It'll come up top. Here's Pellerin back to Simon LaFrance. LaFrance dragging top of the circle near side looking for a lane. He'll find one with Dessier. He'll blast one in, and Capriati there with another timely save here on the penalty kill.
Tough one.
Dessier down low. Lepage streaking in. It'll roll to Denny. He's knocked down, and we'll get a little bit more of 4-on-4 action.
You're coming in, Jonah Capriati, he's making a statement here in this period, Bo. He's dialed in. He's saying to them, boys, look at that. Julien Tessier trying to go top shelf. He come over, got square to the puck, right in on it. Face in is, see a couple of former Q-League opponents chirping at one another there, and Felix Boivin and Zachary Beauregard, and they would have had some battles going on in their time when Felix was in Victoria and Val-d'Or, Bathurst as well.
So
of course, Beauregard had a great career here in Charlottetown with the Islanders and finished off his career over in Halifax with the Mooseheads before joining the Panthers here at Christmas time. He's been a big addition. Played a lot of significant moments here for the foreman first and coach squad.
You got to look there on your monitors of the penalty that was taken by Lepage as he took Denny down to the ice. It's 4-on-4 here for another 20 seconds.
Seen a lot of those penalties, Bo, those sticks in the feet. I'd say probably good 30-40% of them in this tournament so far.
Here's Curtis Henry out from behind the goal. Henry will play it over to Beauregard. Beauregard will penetrate the zone here for the Panthers. He'll spin away, get it back up top. Here's Brassard. Brassard goes back down low with it behind Pearson Boivin. Will rim it around. Henry streaking in. He'll make the play. Here's Pilon. Pilon looking for an option. Back up top. He'll come to Brassard. Down Main Street. Drags and fires. Blocked in front, and it's kicked back. Pilon keeps it alive. Gets it down to Curtis Henry. Henry to Caleb Pearson. Pearson in the corner. Back up top to Curtis Henry. Maximovic gains his position inside the blue line to Matt Brassard. Brassard, top of the circle, looking for an option. He'll drag and fire. It's in front off of Beauregard. Back to Brassard. Down to Lajeunesse. 48 seconds left in the power play. Brassard over to Kyle Maximovic. Here's Maximovic dragging and firing. Pellerin will block it. Lajeunesse, half wall boards, gets it to TJ Shea. Shea working it along the dasher board there down low. It's picked up by Boivin, and he'll send it down the length of the ice.
A couple of big blocks there, and the Patriot penalty kill. It started off with Louis-Philippe Côté not fighting, and Matt Broussard trying to get him out of the shooting lane. He was having none of it, and then Michael Pellerin follows up with another one as Kyle Maximovich tried to do the same thing. He was coming in, Pellerin and Côté both sticking with it, and being very effective in keeping those shots from getting through to Alexis Gravel.
Here's Maximovich through to PJ Shea. Shea working on Bergeron. He'll spin around, play it off the boards of Maximovich. Back to five-a-side hockey. That one poked away. Maximovich back into the neutral zone. Sends one across to Cole Candela. Candela plays one up. Leon Denny off the glass. L'Italiano send it back the other way. Candela has to stop up, turn back. Boucher takes him down into the corner boards. He'll play him in. Hard. Boucher centers it out in front, knocked back in behind there by R.T. Rice, and here's Leon Denny. Denny strings it back to Cole Candela, across R.T. Rice in and behind him off his skate. Frenette makes a nice spin move at the blue line, tries to play it through the middle. Rice will bounce it out, hops over the stick of Jaden Pekin. Pellerin controls to Milo Ouellette. He'll send one through, that's off the boards. Pellerin will backhand it down, and Milo Ouellette drive the goal. R.T. Rice had no choice but to tie him up as he goes crashing into the net, and it'll be another power play opportunity for the UQTR Patriots.
Well, that's not a penalty that Forby McPherson is going to be too displeased with. R.T. Rice recognizing that there was a potential danger imminent there as he came in and took the puck away from Milo Ouellette. That's a good penalty to take. As you see RT, you know, there you talk about a guy, Bo, his family's here from the island. Rob is dead, long-time defenseman, big burly defenseman, played here. RT's playing his last game of his college career, and it's great for him to be able to do it in front of family and friends. A guy who's well-loved, plays a lot of, you know, his minutes were not huge here with the Panthers this year. And but you know, he's a well-respected teammate and a guy with a strong island roots, and nice to see him getting his chance to play in this bronze medal game here for his adopted home.
Here's Beauregard with Antropov driving the goal. Zach Beauregard afar. Antropov in front, trying to kick it from skate to stick. What a play there from Zach Beauregard. He knew to shoot for the rebound. He did so, and Antropov just couldn't put the biscuit in the basket.
Great idea there, Zach Beauregard. He was thinking that the whole way down the ice. He knew Antropov was coming hard. Probably would not have counted if it had gone in, but a great play by Zach Beauregard. And that's sort of the contribution that he's done. Great in the PK, great in the power play. Does a lot of things here for the Forby McPherson coach squad. And you know, we've seen him get the goals over the course of the year, Bo. Him and Jaden Pekka have been exceptional on this penalty kill for the Panthers. But there he is. You see he's looking the whole time. That would not have counted if it had gone in, as Antropov couldn't get the stick on it. But he knew that what he had to do there, threw it out in front, and Antropov just could not convert. But a great effort by those two on the penalty kill. And another strong penalty kill here for the Panthers once again, Bo. We talked about how strong they were against a lethal Alberta Golden Bears last night. They're doing it here once again against the Patriots.
They came in at about 86%, and they're a perfect 4 for 4 with 52 seconds left to kill off, and this one to be a perfect 5 for 5, but it's Frenette up over the line. Cross ice, L'Italien works it in the middle, Boivin. One touches it back to L'Italien up top to Bergeron. Here's Bergeron working it down the ball inside and comes back up top. Boivin, one hand in the stick, stops it up. Frenette works it down low. L'Italien tries to jam it in front. Capriati down. L'Italien still with that puck in behind the goal. Gets it to Bergeron. 25 seconds left. Boivin. Bergeron will blast one. Connor McEachern will dive down in front of that one and block it away. Down low, L'Italien again, back up top, Bergeron to Boivin. Boivin goes cross ice, Frenette. Back up top to Boivin, they'll play pitch and catch back and forth. Down low, L'Italien works it into Garneau, good kick save there. There's another shot, Capriati reaching up with the shoulder to knock that one away. Back to five-a-side hockey here, Bergeron and McEachern battle for it. McEachern will ring that one on around, and Gravel way into the crease here to play that one on the icing.
What a great exchange there by the Patriots. Samuel L'Italien, he was causing havoc for the UPEI defenders on that one.
Lepage fired one and hit Denny in front and just missed going into the Panthers' goal. Here's Levine down low. Comes back up top. Noel will fire. That one redirected. Capriati off the stick down into the corner. Leon Denny gets it out. Pekka backhands his the blue line and takes a favorable bounce off the stick of Noel, and Lepage will have to wind it back from the neutral zone. Lepage off the boards. Levine will skate into it. He's pressured there by Marr for the Panthers. Levine leaves it there for Noel. 9:40 to go here in the second period. Lepage backhands one into the Panthers zone. Capriati will knock it there for Curtis Henry. Henry plays it in. That one will go up and out of play. So the Panthers are able to answer back here. 2 minutes and 20 seconds into the second period. They're trailing 2-1 in this bronze medal matchup against the UQTR Patriots.
This season, catch the best in Atlantic University sport excitement at home or on the go with AUS TV. Soccer, rugby, football, volleyball, hockey, basketball, and more. Tune in at AUSTV.ca. All your favorite university teams showcasing their talents in one place. AUS TV, powered by Bell Alliant. They bring it to the court. They bring it to the field. They bring it to the ice. And now they bring it to you. Presented by Subway, the official fuel of Atlantic University Sport.
Well, welcome back inside the East Link Center here with a good look at the leadership group of the UPEI Panthers. There's a close-up shot of TJ Shea. Fans, you too can celebrate each U Sports team's gold medal victory with your very own commemorative apparel from T. Leeson Sports. Fans of basketball's Carleton Ravens and Guelph Griffins in track have been flocking to shop.usports.ca to purchase their piece of history. On Monday, the championship collection from this championship will be made available for purchase, but hurry, supplies will go fast on this limited time offer. That's U Sports Championship Collection on sale at shop.usports.ca. Here's Maximovich. He'll drift one in wide to the blocker side of Gravel. Smallwood rims it on around. It'll come to Henry. He'll bust one on Gravel down in front. Lajeunesse on the puck retrieval. He'll work it back to Curtis Henry. Henry stagger step, leaves it for Lajeunesse. Over to Smallwood. Smallwood looks for a lane. He'll find one in behind the goal. Shea was closed off there, trying to retrieve that loose puck. Off the boards, Henry climbs the ladder. Here's Curtis Henry to Lajeunesse. Maximovich fires and it's blocked away. Susi able to turn it back the other way. Here's Lozon over the line. Lozon tries to find Susi, and there's Maximovich again, knocking one down. Lajeunesse was streaking back the other way.
Both teams almost getting caught in transition. Curtis Henry did a great job of getting it in. Tried to get the shot on net, dropped it. Troy Lajeunesse hit a leg. That sent the Patriot back in transition themselves. Almost got the Panthers at the other end as well.
Here's Connor McEachran in behind the goal. He tries to play one. That one's off the stick of Milo Olet and goes up and then away.
Well, you know, you look at key stops. You saw Capriati making a few of them early on in this period. Once again, Gravel, I don't know if he saw that much. Felix Boivin was going in. Troy Lajeunesse scooped up the rebound at the last minute, but he was able to keep it. It looked like he caught him just inside the blocker, and then the good exchange ensued after that. But, you know, we got ourselves a hockey game going on here right now, Bo, with great exchanges at both ends. Lots of more offense, much more offense in this period than we've seen in the first period as well. Setting up for a tremendous finish in this bronze medal game between two teams who really want to get that hardware around their necks at the end of the day.
Simon to Felix, dropped off Tessier to Simon Lafrance as he was trying to drive towards that goal. Beauregard swinging in, he'll hop over the stick of Bergeron. McKinnon thought he had a stride there. It's turned back quickly. Poked away by Brassard to Pearson. Pearson to Beauregard. Here's Zach Beauregard trying to go from stick in behind and work himself in front, but he was closed off there by Noel.
David Noel showing no rust off his 12-minute vacation in the sin bin as he closed off Zach Beauregard in a hurry, recognizing he was in danger. Great pass by Caleb Pearson. He knew that Beauregard was going through the middle, but good awareness by Noel to cut him off at the pass.
Here's Cote, closed off by McEachran. Antropov can't win the battle down low. It'll come back to Boyvan. He'll cross it over. Pellerin will fire one. Capriati takes it off the stick, redirects it down into the corner. Cote goes down low, battling for that puck there. It'll come up top. Here's Pellerin again across to Boyvan. Boyvan will play it off the backboards. It'll bounce in front. McEachran made the read, plays it away. Up top, here's Pellerin again. A Ruckman, knuckle puck, rolling knuckle puck, kicked away by Capriati.
Well, you know, Bo, sometimes when you look at it, it's a game of inches, and I'm not sure whether this would have been offside or not as you're coming through. I don't know if we get the angle here. It was awful close as it was, but Noel would have been obstructing the linesman on his view. But from my angle, it looked like it was offside going in there, but we couldn't really hard to tell. But you talk about the knuckle puck coming back here from Michael Pellerin, looking to get, there it is, the deflection. It just seemed to go off Connor McEachran's stick. Tough save once again for Capriati.
Here's Noel. A shot in, and R.T. Rice will block that. Well, tonight, the final dance, the gold medal game from the Cavendish Farms U Cup between two of the most storied programs in men's sport hockey, the Alberta Golden Bears and the UNB Reds here, 7 o'clock on CBC Sports.
Well, Bo, I'm glad you and I both have an invitation to that one, buddy. We're going to be, we're talking about pretty historic programs, hot programs in youth sport men hockey. It's going to be, I know the ticket sales are really strong here for tonight. It's going to be a fantastic game against two really strong opponents. So looking forward to getting that one going at 7 o'clock here at Houston.
It's controlled here by Henry, knocked down by Levine. Here's Levine one-on-one with Denny. He'll try and cut towards. Denny will play the shoulder into him, and there's Henry. Little off one, knocked down the blue line there by Garneau. Laid across, Lepage gets it to Noel. It's turned back, here's Pekka to Mar as it rolled off of his stick.
Another strong play by David Noel there right again. And a good play by Pekka to get it up to Jordan Marr, but he closed the door once again. David Noel making it happen here tonight for the Patriots.
Marr played in, he's knocked down. Brassard at the blue line, unable to keep it in. Miolet shifts it up here. Susi with Miolet driving the net. Susi drags it to the goal. Capriati knocked in there. Net will come off, and the official will blow the whistle.
You're coming in. I mean, Milovic Susi coming in. Ludovic Susi, excuse me. But there's the creative chance done by Jaden Pekka. But, you know, talking about two active sticks, getting it done offensively and defensively. The one that mattered most was the stick of David Noel. But, you know, well played here. Connor McEachran recognized, look, he sees where he is, knows that he wants to take that shooting lane, knows that Susi's running out of territory. Almost drove it into the net, but another good save by Capriati.
Brassard, Maximovic streaking Lajeunesse. He's back with Shea driving the goal. Lajeunesse tries to feed one across, and Boyvan down to intercept that 2-on-1. Great team defense here from the Patriots on these odd man rushes from the Panthers.
Tried to Felix Lauzon. He took the shooting lane. He made it difficult for Troy Lajeunesse coming back there. That forced Troy Lajeunesse's hand, and again, good, like you say, Bo, good collective work by the forwards.
Down low, Brassard will knock that one away. Here's Frenette. Frenette tries to drag around Lajeunesse, and he'll pick that puck, bounce it off the board. Shea will knock it down with the glove, gain center ice. Streaking wide on Bergeron. Maximovic driving the net. Here's Shea. He'll fire one. Save made by Gravel. Shea back up top to Smallwood. Across to Curtis Henry. Henry off the backboards, it'll ricochet. Maximovic will take a poke at it against Gravel. Puck played out. Here's Henry. Brendan LaFrance able to keep it alive, plays it back. Ian Smallwood from his own blue line. Plays one up. Maximovic gets it on his stick, tries to play it into Pearson. Pearson with that puck now. Makes a move around LaFrance, tries to drive it. Bergeron. A good stick to knock that one down into the corner. Caleb Pearson back up top. Smallwood will blast it! Ian Smallwood with that big ripper from the point. Beats his screen. Alexei Gravel, and the Panthers have tied.
Ian Smallwood. He's got a bomb. But I'm going to credit 15 Grain with this play. Took on the defender, stuck with it, gets the puck, was in the corner, rifles a pass back. Again, there you got the UQTR defender trying to get in the shooting lane. But Ian Smallwood, I'm sure his mama Sue smiling over on the rock, watching this one here tonight is a big goal, late juncture here in the second period. Has got the Panthers back to square one, thanks to the bomb from number 3.
He'll give that visor a little wipe over there on the bench. I'll tell you what, you give a lot of credit to Caleb Pearson. I thought he's maybe been the best UPEI Panther through this whole entire event. And coming into it, he was one of those guys that you said, okay, if this guy can rise to the occasion, he'll give this team a chance in the national stage.
Well, I mean, he's been doing it physically. He scored the big goal against Calgary the other night. And, you know, you talk about depth. You got to have depth scoring if you're looking at it and balance the fact. So he's getting it done.
Here's McKinnon. McKinnon flips it by. It's played there by Noel off the boards. It's played into the middle. Beauregard quickly turns it back the other way, and Noel will have to go down to it. We talked about it in an interview here this afternoon myself, that, you know, this Panthers team is most effective when they get depth scoring. They got 2 of them here within a tie hockey game. There's Noel back the other way. Blast one. L'Italien takes a poke at it, but it's Beauregard who gets it up to McKinnon. McKinnon up over the line. Candela driving the goal. Carson McKinnon spins it back to Zach Beauregard. Here's Beauregard down underneath the goal line, battling there with Pellerin. He's taken into the back of the goal, and the Patriot Noel will start it out to Mark. Mark in the neutral zone, able to get it by McEachran. It's knocked down by L'Italien. L'Italien stepped up there by Denny. It'll be a hand pass here with 3:14 left to go here in period number 2. So I just mentioned that depth scoring, Norman. They've got 2 of them, Caleb Pearson, Ian Smallwood. If they can get those big guns who missed that grade A opportunity early on in this period, this could be a setup for a dynamic victory and a monumental victory for the program.
Well, throw in another guy, an unheralded hero too, who's not in the lineup unfortunately tonight, Andrew Pico. But that goal he scored the other night against Calgary, right? So, you know, not the usual suspects. You know, Ian Smallwood had the 1 goal there that I remember against UDM when he bombed it over the shoulder of Etienne Montpetit. But, you know, it's like anything. It's a 20-man effort, Bo, and you have to do that. If you're going to have success, you got to get contributors from all levels, and the Panthers are certainly getting that this afternoon.
Ravine on his horse, battling with McEachran for that puck, and the linesman will rule that he was able to beat it out. He'll come back up top. Boyman to Lepage, blocked there by Darian Pilon. Drake will go after Boyman off the wall. Antropop gets it up to Drake Pilon, to Darian Pilon, up over the blue line. He'll stop up. Lepage though skates into it, works it back through the middle of the ice. Levine up over the blue line for the Patriot, tries to play it to Lozon. It's turned back, and the Pilons will start back up over the line. Here's Darian Pilon, fires, save made, rebound came out. It's fielded by Boyman. He caught a man, Frenette off the bench, tips it in.
Here's stopped by Alexei Gravel there. Darian Pilon had all kinds of time. Saw the options that he had, but Alexei Gravel, that's a big stop. Panthers coming with a bit of a push. Good response by the Patriots.
Here's Soucy streaking through the neutral zone. He'll play it in. He'll chase down after Curtis Henry. Close off in behind. Good support there from Jordan Mark. Played down by Rice. Here's Jaden Pekka after Noel. Noel fields in. He'll take a double bomb there from Rice. Mark creates it. Turnover, fires one off the side of the goal. Here's Candela off the stick of Pekka. He'll fire one. It'll bounce out off the yellow kick plate, and back up top it comes. Leon Denny will fire one, blocked by Frenette. It goes in behind. Here's Noel. He'll play it around. There's Denny back into the neutral zone. Leon Denny leaves it there. A nice little chip play for Shea. He strides by his man, pushing up over the blue line. He'll rim it around. Gravel hops over his stick. Maximovich on the half wall, puts one towards the goal. It's quickly turned back by the Patriot. 1:20 left to go here in the second period. Chipped in there by Cote, chasing it down. Boucher from the far side corner boards, battles with Candela. L'Italien joins the mix. He kicks it back. Boucher in behind the goal, trying to get his stick on that puck as he battles there with Denny. Comes back up top. Lepage gets it to L'Italien. Back down low to Boucher. Boucher Gets it off, backhand shot in front, scores! Olivier Garneau from a bad angle beats Jonah Capriati under the glove, and with 54.5 seconds left in period number 2, the Patriots restore a 1-goal lead.
It's just a workmanlike shift there by Vincent Milo-Ouellette. Battle ensued in behind the net. He came out to retrieve the puck. Battle won by the Patriots. They come along the far side. You're going to see Boucher, who's been strong here for the Patriots today, fends off the defender, comes out short side, sticks it in the 6-hole. Jonah Capriati, who's been strong here for the Panthers this afternoon, would probably like to have that one, but that's a tough save on the backhand. You know, Bo, as a goaltender, how difficult those ones are to save. And the Patriots gained some life after the Panthers had come back with a push to reestablish a 1-goal lead.
Here's Levine up over the line. He'll take it in behind. Capriati will smother it with the mitt with 37.7 seconds left to go. There's a good look at the Panthers netminder, Jonah Capriati.
So that's a multiple point night now for Samuel L'Italien. A couple of assists, a goal and assist here for Mathieu Boucher as well, too, as the Patriots get an all-important goal here late in this juncture to give themselves a little bit of momentum heading into this third period.
Face off down to the left, and McKinnon will get the exit. Beauregard will come in to face off against Lauzon. It's one back. There's Garneau. Gets it back in the slot from Boivin. It just went underneath his stick. Back up top. There's a shot, backdoor feed. Levine will fire one in. He'll just bleed it wide in the blocker side. 25 seconds left to go here in the period. Beauregard gets it across to Carson McKinnon. He'll drag and fire through the legs of the defender. And Gravel will go down as Pearson was just driving the goal there. I just caught it.
He was pushed in by the UQTR defenders going in. He was pushed in. You're going to see it here on the Carson McKinnon gets a shot off. Puck's frozen in front. Zachary Levine takes out Caleb Pearson. There's the contact. Alexis Gravel, of course, he's no stranger to the dramatics. You saw that on the Caleb Pearson penalty earlier on as well, too. And I mean, that contact was certainly more than the first contact around, but friendly fire on the part of the captain, Zachary Levine, going in, and right call was made, no penalty there. Anytime you get the crease chaos, as George Matthews likes to call it, stuff ensues, but they were going in there. Right idea. Of course, George, the longtime legendary broadcaster here with the Charlottetown Islanders, and former goaltender himself, Bo, back in the old days with the Summerside Crystals. Legend in Columbus, Ohio as well, too. 13-year career with the Blue Jackets, of course. Well loved here and respected by all Islanders for his work with the Charlottetown Islanders on the radio broadcast.
Played by the stick of Brassard. Here's Capriati. He comes out. He's run into it behind the goal. Is hard into the forecheck there. Through the lane, here's Pearson, time running out. McKinnon will try and take a slap shot through the neutral zone, and we'll get the buzzer for the end of period number 2. A 2-goal period from the UPEI Panthers, as they aren't going to go quietly into the break here, but it was a goal with 55 seconds left to go in this second period from Vincent Milo-Ouellette that restores this 1-goal lead here for the UQTR Patriots. Zach Beauregard here having a great conversation with the official as Lepage goes off, and we'll wait for our second period guest.
Well, a big goal there by UQTR late in the period. Panthers were certainly had the momentum coming back. They found the spark they were looking for. But, Vincent Milo-Ouellette, his first goal of the playoffs, you talk about depth scoring and balanced scoring coming from the Panthers. There's the Patriots getting their depth scoring as well, too, as Milo-Ouellette gets it done in the late stages of that second period. But, Bo, I think what we were looking for was a really solid, close game going on in this series. That's what you want in any medal game. We're going to have it here.
Happen to be joined by UPEI Panther forward Caleb Pearson. Piercy, usually we had you on a guest here in game number one. If you're that usually means you're having a pretty good weekend. You get the party started here for the Panthers. What does it mean for this program? There's 20 minutes left. You're down 1 goal to be able to complete a bronze medal victory here on the national stage on home ice.
Yeah, I mean, it's huge. I mean, if we have a chance to get some history going, and I mean, all the boys are fired up, and we were looking forward to getting this one more goal and finishing strong.
Piercy, you got a goal and assist here so far in this hockey game. Take us through the goal, driving the net hard, and good things happen.
Yeah, I mean, in our pre-scout meeting, we were told to get to the net. This guy's going to leave some rebounds, and it was just there, I guess, up in the air. Yeah, I'm just happy it went in.
So 20 minutes left to go here in the national stage. Obviously, this will be the last game of the regular season for the UPEI Panthers. You're down by 1. What needs to happen here in the third period to go out a winner here in this national championship?
Yeah, we just got to play fast, continue to play fast, get on pucks, and get to the net and shoot it. Be selfish and shoot some pucks.
Thanks, Piercy, for joining us. We really appreciate it. Good luck here in the third period.
Yeah, thanks, fellas.
I think the historical nature of this game is not lost on the players as they're looking to create some history here. And, there's been a big alumni turning out here this weekend too, Bo. And I know that they not only want to do it for themselves, but they also want to do it for the alumni. I think of guys like Derek Gamble, Corey Power come over from Newfoundland, Dougie Clark coming from Nova Scotia, all kinds of guys coming in to be part of this historic moment.
A big third period here to declare the bronze medal winner at the U Cup. UQTR leading UPEI 3-2.
Sprinkled, drizzled, or straight up. There's a million ways to eat Cavendish Farms fries, but only one way to make them. The right way. Cavendish Farms fries. Made our way. Enjoyed your way.
Certaines personnes arrivent à l'université en sachant ce qu'elles vont faire dans la vie. D'autres viennent pour le découvrir. Peu importe la raison, elles trouveront leur chemin à l'Université d'Ottawa. Un chemin vers la connaissance et vers le succès. Vous étudierez avec des professeurs qui sont des leaders dans leur domaine. 89 d'entre eux sont titulaires de chaires de recherche du Canada. Tout au long de votre parcours, des mentors, des conseillers et des accompagnateurs vous appuieront pour que vous développiez votre plein potentiel.
The nominees for the R.W. Pugh Award presented to the most sportsmanlike player in the regular season are en nomination pour le prix de l'esprit sportif R.W. Pugh, présenté aux joueurs démontrant le plus de l'esprit sportif dans la saison régulière sont des sports universitaires de l'Atlantique from the AUS, Troy La Jeunesse, Université de l'Île du Prince-Édouard, UPEI. Du sport universitaire de l'Ontario from the OUA, Kyle Petit, Université Western University. Et de l'Association West Canadienne from Canada West, Matt Fontaine, Université de l'Alberta, University of Alberta. Le lauréat du prix de l'esprit sportif R.W. Pugh, présenté aux joueurs démontrant le plus de l'esprit sportif est the winner of the R.W. Pugh Fair Play Award presented to the most sportsmanlike player in U Sports men's hockey is Troy La Jeunesse, Université de l'Île du Prince-Édouard, UPEI.
They don't do it for the likes or for the shares. They do it for the fun of it, for the thrill, for the camaraderie, for the memories. CBC Sports, just because they love it.
Here are the nominees for the Father George Kehoe Memorial Award as the 2023 Fox 40 U Sports Men's Hockey Coach of the Year. Voici les candidats pour le prix commémoratif le Père George Kehoe présenté à l'entraîneur de l'année Fox 40 U Sport. Des sports universitaires de l'Atlantique from the AUS, Tyler Nogler, Université St. Mary's University. Du sport universitaire de l'Ontario from the OUA, Andrew Wilkins, Université Lakehead University. Et de l'Association West Canadienne from Canada West, Mark Howell, Université de Calgary, University of Calgary. Le lauréat du prix commémoratif, le père George Keogh, présenté à l'entraîneur de l'année Fox 40 U-Sport A. The winner of the Father George Keogh Memorial Award as the 2023 Fox 40 U-Sports Men's Hockey Coach of the Year is Mark Howell, Université de Calgary, University of Calgary. The nominees for the Goaltender of the Year in U-Sports Men's Hockey are, en nomination pour le prix du Gardien de l'année en hockey masculin U-Sport 2023, des sports universitaires de l'Atlantique from the AUS, Samuel Richard, Université du Nouveau-Brunswick, UNB. Du sport universitaire de l'Ontario from the OUA, Nathan Torkia, Université de Windsor, University of Windsor. Et de l'Association Ouest Canadienne from Canada West, Carl Tedechuk, Université de Calgary, University of Calgary. Le gardien de l'année en hockey masculin U-Sport A. The 2023 U-Sports Goaltender of the Year is Nathan Torkia, Université de Windsor, University of Windsor.
Welcome back inside the Eastlink Center. After 40 minutes of play, it's the UQTR Patriots leading by a score of 3-2. They scored late in period number 2 to restore that one-goal lead. Norm, they're dominating the face-off circles. Special teams have been a non-factor unless you're a PK guy because they've been outstanding, a perfect 8 for 8.
Wow. I mean, that trend continues, which is the one good thing for the Panthers for sure. But, you know, this has been really a great game, though. Let's be honest. I mean, the Patriots came out, they established a 2-0 lead, got the lead they wanted. The Panthers found a way to scratch and claw their way back into this one here, too. And, you know, it came up with the big goal at the end by Vincent Milo-Ouellette. But, you know, the thing was, and what we didn't see in the offensive side, we certainly saw in abundance in this second period. And it all got going here. Great play here by Zach Beauregard over to Carson McKinnon. And Caleb Pearson, who was a really dominant player here for the Panthers in that period, got them on the board with that all-important first goal. That gave them a bit of energy. That gave the building a bit of a life, too. And then Pearson does the same thing again, gets it back here to Ian Smallwood. The bomb from the back end, and there we go with the big 2 goals. That got them back in, but credit to Heart of Champions right here. Vincent Milo-Ouellette, his first goal of the playoffs, none bigger than that one right there, and that's where we stand after 2 periods.
20 minutes of regulation left to try and decide the bronze medal winner. 3-2, UQTR leads UPEI after 2.
Some people come to university knowing exactly what they want to do in life. Others come to discover it. Either way, there's a path for them at U Ottawa. A path to knowledge, a path to success. You study with professors who are leaders in their field. 89 of them hold Canada Research Chairs. Along your path, you will find student mentors, counselors, and coaches, all there to give you the support you need to be the best you can be.
The nominees for the Defenseman of the Year in U Sports Men's Hockey are, en nomination pour le prix du Défenseur de l'année en hockey masculin U-Sport 2023, des sports universitaires de l'Atlantique from the AUS, Matt Brassard, Université de l'Île-du-Prince-Édouard, UPEI, du sport universitaire de l'Ontario from the OUA, Justin Bergeron, Université du Québec à Trois-Rivières, UQTR, et de l'Association Ouest Canadienne from Canada West, Connor Hobbs, l'Université de la Saskatchewan, University of Saskatchewan. Le défenseur de l'année en hockey masculin U-Sport est, the U-Sports Men's Hockey Defenseman of the Year is, Connor Hobbs, Université de la Saskatchewan, University of Saskatchewan.
It's that moment again, the one you dream of every night. La seule chose qui te préoccupe, c'est la gloire, le cheminement de la réussite, of pushing yourself further than ever before. But the true glory is in the shadows. Les sacrifices que tu fais, quand toutes les chances sont contre toi, when you can't push one more second, chase the glory. Visez haut.
The nominees for the Claire Drake Award presented to the U Sports Men's Hockey Rookie of the Year are, en nomination pour le prix Claire Drake présenté à la recrue de l'année en hockey masculin U-Sport 2023, des sports universitaires de l'Atlantique from the AUS, Samuel Richard, Université du Nouveau-Brunswick, UNB, du sport universitaire de l'Ontario from the OUA, Jonathan Lemieux, Université Concordia University, et de l'Association Ouest Canadienne from Canada West, Joachim Smallwood, Université de l'Alberta, University of Alberta. Le lauréat du prix Claire Drake présenté à la recrue de l'année en hockey masculin U-Sport est, the winner of the Claire Drake Award as the U-Sports Men's Hockey Rookie of the Year is, Samuel Richard, Université du Nouveau-Brunswick, UNB.
Sprinkled, drizzled, or straight up. There's a million ways to eat Cavendish Farms fries, but only one way to make them. The right way. Cavendish Farms fries. Made our way. Enjoyed your way.
The nominees for the Senator Joseph A. Sullivan Trophy as the U Sports Men's Hockey Player of the Year are, en nomination pour le trophée du sénateur Joseph A. Sullivan présenté à l'athlète de l'année U-Sport en hockey masculin, des sports universitaires de l'Atlantique from the AUS, Liam Howell, Université Saint-FX University, du sport universitaire de l'Ontario from the OUA, Simon Lafrance, Université du Québec à Trois-Rivières, UQTR, et de l'Association Ouest Canadienne from Canada West, Riley Sawchuk, Université Mount Royal University. Le lauréat du trophée Joseph A. Sullivan décerné au joueur de l'année en hockey masculin U-Sport est, the winner of the Senator Joseph A. Sullivan Trophy as the U-Sports Player of the Year in Men's Hockey is, Simon Lafrance, Université du Québec à Trois-Rivières, UQTR.
Welcome back inside the East League Center for period number 3. There's two guys that could have a big outcome in this hockey game. At one end, Alexei Gravel, last year's U-Cup most valuable player, will look to take his team to victory. At the other end, Jonah Capriotti will look to cement his legacy inside the Panthers' goal. If he can close the door and his Panthers can get back to tie this hockey game up and maybe look to win this thing.
Well, that would certainly create a piece of history, which Caleb Pearson was talking about in his second period intermission interview there with Yabo. And, you know, I don't think it's lost on anyone here. And, you know, we've got a excellent program here in the UQTR Patriots, defending national champions, coming in here looking to see if they can secure something from, you know, they didn't come here for bronze, but that's where they're playing, and they've got that championship pedigree. UPEI Panthers certainly have lots to play for as well in terms of creating this potentially momentous occasion for the program and securing their first medal of any color. There's lots to play for, lots on the line. Going to be a great 20 minutes.
Bergeron will send that one in off a face-off victory. Comes back, here's Boivin. Boivin will play that up into the UQTR bench. We'll get a quick whistle here. 19 seconds in. So for this Patriot team, I mean, they're the defending championship team from last season. We heard about it in the first intermission. Still something to play for, and matter of factly, this could be the last period for a couple of these guys in the white, green, and orange.
Well, you know, they've got about 5 guys who are pretty significant pieces on their team. You're talking about like Julien Tessier, Zachary Levain, their captain, Mathieu Boucher, who's been excellent here for them today, Louis-Philippe Côté, we've talked about him at length in this tournament, and even on the back end. I mean, how good has Justin Bergeron been for this Patriot team over the course of their career, over this year, certainly in this tournament, and his partner, Felix Boivin, he's been no slouch either, has 55. So they got some big pieces that are going to be missing at the end of this year. But one thing, you know, when I was talking with Marc-Andre Elément, he said recruiting is a challenge, largely because of the success of this program here. You know, you're looking at, if you look at the French Canadians who are available in any given year, the number can be limited, right? And if you're scooping up the lion's share of them, that makes it difficult for everyone else. You look at UDM, you look at Concordia, you know, who's UNB takes some players away too, right? Ottawa, Carleton, those areas too, right? So the competition is fierce, but when you've got to win in pedigree like Etienne Hudel has established at the Patriots, makes it a little easier in kind of drawing people in the Trois-Rivières region of Quebec.
Etienne Hubert, he'll really look for some line matchups here as we see it early on, as he was waiting for the Panthers, of course, with the home change. There's TJ Shea. He's been banged up. He was late coming back out here again in that second period. I'm sure that Harry McKeever and his staff were doing some work on him. He'll head right to the bench and right down the tunnel. Here's Smallwood for the Panthers. He'll bounce it off the glass. That one will go up into the Panthers bench with 18:54 left to go here in this third period.
Well, there's one thing you do know about the Western Marauder. He's a heart and soul guy. If the Panthers are unable to have him come back, that's a significant loss. It will cause some line juggling here for head coach Forby McPherson. As you can see everyone looking back in that room. Justin Mouflier, backup goaltender Lucas Fitzpatrick. Kind of doing a hope and a prayer that Harry can pull off some kind of miracle to see if, you know, the top-end player here for the Panthers makes his way back.
There's McKinnon streaking up over the line. He's closed off there well by Noel. It's played back into the neutral zone. LaFrance will kick it through the middle. Here's Lepage back to Simon LaFrance. He'll drag and fire. Capriotti kicks that one away with the left lagging, and Pearson will start it back for the Panthers. Tries to send it rink wide. It's behind McKinnon. He'll take it off the wall and get it back to Denny. Cross ice to Candela. Candela up to Pearson. Pearson wasn't able to hold the blue line on that play. Well, we're getting set to finish up here with this bronze medal game. Tonight's the big one, the gold medal game between the University of Alberta Golden Bears and the University of New Brunswick Reds. It's set to be a barn burner. Those teams have faced off 10 times for a gold medal, 5 aside each side.
Talking about their own little history. I mean, there's going to be history made here with Gardner McDougall. He'll be making his all-time, he'll be tying the legendary Tom Watt, of course, with his appearances at a U Sport Championship. You look at the success that he's had since he's taken over that UND Reds program. Impressive stuff any way you cut it.
McEachern will play it in and stopped up there by Gravel. He'll cover up, and again, we see this trend. We seen it yesterday afternoon with the Reds. Easy to take quick whistles, get face-offs, kind of take the opposing team out of the matchup.
Well, you don't want to let any energy created. That's what worked well for the Patriots in the first period. They took whatever potential energy might have been in the building here, they took it out of the wind of the sails here in the Panthers, but they did manage to find that spark in the second period. That late goal by Vincent Milot-Willette, that was a big one, no question.
Here's RT Rice inside the blue line. He'll drift one through off the leg of Boivin, just rattled wide on the blocker side of Gravel, and he'll quickly smother that one up.
Now the big bucking Bronco, RT Rice coming in, just corralled the puck, threw it blindly in front of the net, went off of the defender there, Jordan Lepage or Felix Boivin. I can't really tell who that was. I think it was Jordan Lepage. Didn't miss by much on the short side. What a nice way that would have been to put a bow on your extended career here at UPEI for the native of Invermere, BC, of course, with Strong Island roots here. Father Rice, Uncle Jason, the Rice family, the big Rice family, well known here around local circles.
Brassard over to McEachern. He'll fire one through traffic in front. That one bleeds high over the blocker side. Brassard back to McEachern again. He had a goal for the Panthers last night. He'll get it back to Brassard. Brassard looking for a lane. He'll find one redirected there by Antropov, stopped up in front. Here's Darian Pilon, but it's Garneau who's able to skate into it. Garneau up over the line, drops one off. Levine will drag and fire that one high in the glove side. Darian Pilon will skate into it, get it across to Jaden Pekka. Here's Pekka up over the line. He'll fire one in. Gravel will knock it down with the glove. Hold on and take the whistle.
Now, a little bit of work going on there between Connor McEachern and Matt Brassard on the back end there, Bo. Once again, the Patriots doing a very effective job of getting in the shooter lanes. Took a little bit of a shimmy and shaking on both of their parts. You talked about Connor McEachern getting the goal last night. Matt Brassard did manage to get it through in the shooting lane. Unfortunately, the deflection could not get through there for the Panthers.
So Drake Pilon will get a look here in this top line with no TJ Shea. He tried to turn and fire one off the face-off, and he's wincing in pain after that attempt.
You know, we looked at the number of face-offs here. Of course, it didn't get any better in the second period. 31-12 here in favor of the Patriots after the second period is Felix Lauzon, 12-3, Samuel L'Italien, 10-2 as well. You know, and even when they do lose the draw, they close off well to prevent the shot from someone like Drake Pilon being taken.
Face-off control by the Patriots. Susi will chip it in. Capriati puts it around to Henry. He can't handle it on the backhand. Maximovich swinging in. And he'll start things up for a charge for the Panthers. Play it off to Smallwood. That one under the stick of Pilon. And La Jeunesse will beat that icing call out. It'll come. Here's Henry following up his lane. Curtis Henry in behind the goal, battling for that puck. Tries to kick it to Pilon, the pad. Will turn it out. It'll go off the stick of Maximovich, but Lepage carries it up and tries to get it off to Cote. Smallwood turns and sends it back down. Here's Noel fielding that puck in behind the goal. Watch there by Caleb Pearson as he comes out. David Noel makes the play off the boards. A knife thrown into that one by LaFrance, and it's crossed back. Candela to Denny, up to Caleb Pearson. Pearson finds Cole Candela. Candela drags, fires, save made by Gravel. Comes to Denny, he tries to put one through that one blocked. Candela again will take a whack to Beauregard, he'll fire. Tipped in front by McKinnon. Beauregard on the second attempt, driving into the slot. Candela stands his man up as he tried to make the play through the neutral zone.
A bit of active desperation there, but Cole Candela made it work.
Here's a play down low. LaFrance will fire that one off the side of the goal. Denny will stick lift and try and airmail one. Noel will skate into it. Plays it down low. LaFrance tries to cross it over to Tessier. McKinnon will intercept and lock one back. They'll head for a wholesale change. Will the UPEI Panthers.
Leon Denny was on his horse, Caleb Pearson was on his horse there. Leon Denny tried to see him, but David Noel once again, being very aware defensively, intercepted that potentially breakaway situation for the dangerous Caleb Pearson.
Played in by Jordan Marr, but it's the Patriot turning it back up. Here's Pellerin joining the fray. Lozon, Garneau, Levine backtracking. Pellerin goes down low. A centering pass back to Pellerin, across to Bergeron. Bergeron has that pop under his stick, far towards the goal. McEachern will block it down. Lozon on fire, just misses wide on the glove side with that shot as it trickled right through his stick in the slot, and he had a grade A look.
Wow.
Here's another opportunity. Here's Lozon again, and McEachern able to get back and poke that one away. It'll go out into the neutral zone.
Talk about a guy who's dangerous, of course. Felix Lozon got the triple overtime winner in that thriller in the OUA East Final against the Windsor Lancers. Almost got a real big one here against the Panthers today. He's ever dangerous. He's a guy you'll have to watch. He can work in the weeds. All of a sudden spring up from nowhere, cause some damage.
I will expect to see here with 14:24 to go a couple of those chances again as the Panthers need to get desperate here to try and tie it back up. Pilon will chip it in. Gravel out with the stick. He'll rim it on around right onto the stick of Antropov. He tried to one-time that towards the goal, and it'll be picked back out. The Patriot will play it in off a stick. Here's Smallwood. In behind the goal, closed off there well by Merck. Merck battling for that puck against Ian Smallwood. He'll get it to Freynet. Henry gets a stick on it, rolls into the corner. Merck back up top. Here's Bergeron. Bergeron fires through traffic. Capriati checks that one into the mid, and we'll take a whistle with 13:51 to go.
Well, UQTR has done a really good job here of getting some good established zone time here. Justin Bergeron, one of the guy who likes to orchestrate it from the back end. He got the puck in there deep. Connor McEachern kind of lost it there. Olivier Garneau, and this is where you come in. Felix Lozon tried to go upstairs, and Jonah Capriati did not miss by much on that one, as the dangerous Lozon almost made the Panthers pay.
There's Bergeron from the line. He'll fire one. Pilon will block that one away. Top of the circle. LaFrance back to Bergeron. Across the Boivin. Back up top. Bergeron. He'll fire, and that one's kicked away by Leon Denny, and Maximovich able to skate into it. Maximovich will play it in off the far side corner. Pilon skates in and sends it around the horseshoe. Candela pinching in. A nice chip play there to Tessier. Tessier tries to turn it back to Bergeron just out of his reach. Here's Denny. Denny back to Candela. He'll leave it for Troy Lajeunesse, the captain of this Panthers team. He'll wind up with speed through the neutral zone. Stick handling over the line, drop it off to Pilon. Pilon back to Denny, tries to fire, blocked by Garneau. Brassard lays it down. Maximovich battling, kicks it, skate to stick. Trying to battle with one hand, he'll turn it over. Here's Garneau, pushed it up to Levine, and there's Caleb Pearson once again. This time on the defensive end of things to poke that one away and play it down into the corner.
Make a play of any right there from Caleb Pearson. He's been really forced here for the Panthers. None bigger than right there.
Levine closed off in behind the goal. There's Pearson with another body check in his defensive zone. He's wrestled down to the ice there, and we'll get a face-off coming outside.
The Panthers were looking at a bench. I didn't see a penalty there. I'm not sure what it is. It looks like Zachary Levine's heading over this way, so...
This could be a crucial power play here as we see Brassard come in, and there's Pearson busting in for a body check. He makes his play. Okay,
there it is there.
Second whack.
Yeah. Okay. They gave him the first couple, and they said, you know what, enough's enough. Zachary Levine's going to sit for 2 or less, and talk about a big chance here. 7+ minutes into this period. Getting served on a plate here, Bo. They got to convert at some point in time.
UQTR, the strongest penalty kill percentage here, 94% so far through the event. They're a perfect 3 for 3 in this hockey game. Sprawling out with Pilon back the other way. Here comes Lepage with Cote, tried to feather one through. Humps over the stick, Lepage turns and fires. Capriati kicks it away. 0 for 3 the Panthers here in this afternoon matchup for bronze. Here's Lajeunesse. To Maximovich. To Brassard. Brassard through the middle to Lajeunesse. Lajeunesse over the blue line, gets it to Pilon. Pilon Down the near side boards, backhands it off the wall to Broussard. He'll go across to Maximovich. Maximovich down low. Pilon centers it back. Lajeunesse was crease crashing there. Held in by Broussard. Across to Maximovich. Maximovich to Lajeunesse. Lajeunesse, top of the circle, near side boards, gets it to Broussard. He'll blast one through. Gravel headed. He looked behind, didn't know that he headed. We'll get another face-off with 11:45.
Well, everything's kind of a game of inches here, Bo, and the Panthers thought that they had the play coming out, working low to high as it came out, and Matt Broussard is going to get the shot here at the end, but the potentially better chance happened about 10 seconds before that as the puck was shot down. Drake Pilon tried to work it out on the flank to Troy Lajeunesse. Went off the UQTR defender, David Noel's skate, and that deflected it out of harm's way. So, best chances for the Panthers being nullified.
57 seconds left in the power play. Maximovich swings in behind the goal. He'll come up with a burst of speed through the neutral zone. Enter the zone, cut across inside the blue line. Here's Maximovich. Maximovich works it into Drake Pilon. Back to Maximovich. Comes back up top to Broussard. Broussard. Lajeunesse. Top of the circle. He'll drag and fire that one off of Pilon in front. Off of his stick and sent down the ice.
Both squads making changes here, getting fresh legs out here. Of course, Marquette-Saint Hubert doesn't want to get caught with tired defenders out there, and Panthers looking to get fresh legs as well.
Antropov tried to feather one through. Pearson to Beauregard off of his paraphernalia. Down low, here's Boivin streaking in behind the goal. He'll blast one out off the wall. 10 seconds left in the power play. One quick opportunity here for the Panthers to try and penetrate the zone. Darian Pilon will wind it up here and get it across to Beauregard. Beauregard down low, Antropov. He'll try and fire one, puts it out in front. Gravel there to smother it, take a whistle. 10:36 left to go in the third period. Back to five-a-side hockey.
Well, Panthers unable to convert on that one, Bo. 21-21 the shots, 3-2. Fairly tight game here. I think it's going to come down to a fortunate bounce. The way that things have gone here in the game, it's now going to become a battle of wills. Just a little over 10 minutes to go here in this period. How are you going to find it? How are you going to find that space in those, in the house scoring zone? Who's going to be able to make those penetrations to be able to get in there and make something happen? So, still lots of time to go here for the Panthers to get back into this game and tie her up.
Becca, back to Denny. Denny will fire one, and Gravel will catch that one with the leather and take it for a whistle.
Not an easy stop, and you got Jordan Marr and Samuel L'Italien in front there coming in and causing a little bit of disturbance there for Alexis Gravel. But there you see once again, the Patriots have been so strong here in the face-offs tonight, Bo, and they're able to get it out of harm's way. Really not a hard shot from Denny, who has a good shot himself, but couldn't get a whole lot on that to make it difficult for Gravel.
Marr to Rice, he'll fire one towards the goal. It'll rim around to Leon Denny again. Denny off the backboards looking for a bounce. Candela pinching into the blue line. He'll keep it alive down in the corner boards. He kind of lost it in his speed. Here's Pekka to Candela. Candela back down low. Jaden Pekka will swing it out in front of the goal. Here's Jordan Marr from the back end. He was covering back up top. Candela will slap one, and that one's lobbed back through the neutral zone. Here's Cole Candela from his own zone, top of the circle, off the stick of Rice, redirected down into the UQTR zone, and it ruled that Rice wasn't on the right side of center ice.
Tight line call there by Sean Hagan coming back as RT Rice looking to make his way off the ice. Feet were definitely behind the red line. Stick, don't know. Anyway,
top line out here for the UQTR Patriot on the icing call. Lajeunesse made his way out onto the ice. He'll take this face-off against Tessier. Tries to tie it up, but Tessier will win it back to Simon Lafrance. He'll put it through the crease, just wide in the glove side. Here's Boivin, plays it down along the wall. Felix Lafrance will come over to Tessier, back up top. Bergeron, he'll fire through traffic. That one wide in the glove side. Boivin plays it back in. And they'll let it roll to Tessier. Tessier closed off hard there by Leon Denny in behind the goal. Lajeunesse to Royce. He'll get it back to the neutral zone. Boivin pressured there by Pekka, allows a fresh set of troops to get out here for the UPEI Panthers. Up over the line, here's Tessier. Works it to LaFrance. LaFrance, top of the circle, looking for a trailer, trying to find Cote. It'll come back into the neutral zone. 9:08 left to go here in the third period. Louis-Philippe Cote, back to David Noel. Noel to Lepage, into the middle, nice pass to Connor Freynette. He's watched there by Pilon. That puck is gummed up along the wall in the Panther zone. Kick down low. Beauregard leaves it there for Matthew Brassard. Brassard across to McEachern. McEachern tries to send one across to Maximovic off a stick. He's able to chip it down into the zone, but it's quickly turned back. Lepage, support through the middle of the ice, gets it off to Freynette. Freynette to Cote with Soucy driving the goal. Cote spins, tries to get it across to Noel, the second attempt, sent to fresh ice. Beauregard off the wall, he'll chip it up. Caleb Pearson streaking down over center ice. Pearson will cut towards the center on the backhand, tries to backhand one in, and there's a blocker into the corner by Gravel. McKinnon back up top to Smallwood. Smallwood lays it in around the horseshoe again, and Henry off the bench will pick it up. Curtis Henry tries to float one towards the goal. Pellerin takes it off of his skate. It's again lofted back through the neutral zone. Here's Ian Smallwood for the Panthers. Up to Pearson, touched it back. Beauregard trying to send it to McKinnon. It'll roll down into the Panther zone. Corralled by Henry to Smallwood, to Pearson. Tries to go rink wide to Antropov. L'Italien, a good stick to knock it down. Played in the zone. L'Italien will play it around Garneau. In behind the goal, comes back up top. Boivin across to Pellerin. Pellerin, he'll try and float one through. It'll bounce off the dasher. McKinnon chips it out through the neutral zone. Pellerin turns and quickly sends that one back up ice, but it'll be icing back the other way. 7:23 left to go. We're going to see some big desperation here from the UPEI Panthers, Norm, if they want to come back and tie this hockey game up.
Well, and the Patriots want to come back here. I mean, they're content to manage the clock as best they can and to keep the puck in the referee's hands. But you're seeing once again the defensive responsibility coming back in their own zone. Saw here in the neutral zone, strong positioning from Samuel L'Italien, who just won another draw here for the Patriots. But they're buying in. They know what's at stake here. They know that they've got to protect this lead, and they're going to do whatever they can to do it.
Denny in the corner. He's lifted there by Lozal. On around by Levine. Bergeron can't get to it, and he'll let it come back out to neutral ice territory, especially if the Patriots can maintain possession. Noel to Levine. He'll stick it to Lozal. Lozal driving the goal. He'll fire that one. Hit off the crossbar up over the blocker's shoulder of Capriati. Here's Pekka. Pekka tried to find a streaking Lajeunesse. Gravel out from behind the goal, plays it right in the stick of Lajeunesse, tries to filter one through. Pekka was driving into the goal. Gravel will smother it. 6:35 left to go here in period number 3. The UQTR Patriot leading the UPEI Panthers 3-2 in this bronze medal game at the Eastlink Center in Charlottetown, Prince Edward Island.
Sprinkled, drizzled, or straight up. There's a million ways to eat Cavendish Farms fries, but only one way to make them. The right way. Cavendish Farms fries. Made our way. Enjoyed your way.
Unbelievable! History has repeated itself!
Get the stories behind the glory. Watch, listen, stream, read CBC Sports.
Welcome back inside the Eastlink Center. There's a good close-up shot of a couple of UQTR Patriots trying to will themselves away to victory. We've been treated to a fantastic game here this afternoon. We anticipate that tonight's game will be just as good, maybe even better, as the Alberta Golden Bears square off against the UNB Reds. 7 o'clock.
Titan versus Titan in U-Sport men's hockey. That's probably about the simplest way to describe it. Sales are good, Bo. anticipating a good crowd. Sure there'll be those tuning in on CBC Sports as well will be well prepped for an excellent gold medal matchup here at the Eastling Center tonight in the Cavendish Farm UCUP 2023.
Here's Lepage out from behind the goal. He'll bounce one off the glass. McEachern got a glove on it. It's played into the neutral zone. Broussard will smash one back in. It's handled there by Bergeron. Bergeron off the boards. He'll play it back into the Panther zone. And a offensive zone face-off. So we talked about that desperation, game management. No TJ Shea over there on the bench. That's a big loss for this Panthers team. And a team under the quick turnaround. I have to think that their old windpipes will be getting a little bit tired here.
Well, you know, and that's where Forby's going to have to figure out if he can work. You see TJ on the bench. He's looks like he's grimacing in pain with the right arm. You know, so you got to manage some things. You got you played last night here at 7 o'clock. You're coming back, you're going to have to make sure that you're managing the shifts effectively and that you got the right guys in the right positions at the right time. So, you know, a bit of a juggling that you're going to have to do, and, you know, we're certainly going to be not seeing 81 anymore over the course of this game, but, you know, Drake Pilon has been on that line over at various points in time. Of course, he plays on the power play in the absence of TJ Shea, so Coach McPherson does have the odd option available to him.
Face off again, controlled by the Patriot. It's Boivin, and he'll just waffle one back through the neutral zone. Broussard will get to it, taking in behind the goal of Capriotti. Play it to McEachern. He'll kick it back to Broussard, who reverses one back for Connor McEachern. McEachern tries to play it to Maximovich, but it'll come to Felix Boivin. He'll cross it over to Pellerin. Cal Pellerin will again loft one high in the air. Broussard will knock it down, play it back to Pellerin. Over to Boivin, back to Pellerin. Off the stick of Boucher, doesn't get inside his zone. Broussard though, pass it back to Boucher. Boucher up over the line, streaking to the goal, the backhand, save made Capriotti. Rebound cleared out of the way by Broussard. McKinnon bounces it off the boards, can't get it to Beauregard. It's McEachern. In behind the goal, Tessier read that one. He's got the puck centering out. Good defensive play by Broussard. As that pass intended for Boucher. Here's Tessier again down low. Works it around. It'll come on the stick of McEachern. He has no choice, and that one will go up into the UPEI bench. 5:04 left to go here in the third period.
Strong push there by the Patriot coming in. You know, clearly the mantra has been from Marc-Etienne Boucher. You're seeing the defenseman alley-oop passes. You know, you go back to the old Brian Kilray adage, when you're in a late game, get it high on the glass, get it hard on the glass, and get it out. Much the same sort of thing that Marc-Etienne Hubert is doing with the Patriot in this one. Keep it clean. Don't allow any sustained zone time. Try and play the puck down in UPEI 60 feet of the ice as much as possible.
Here's Marr over center. He'll play it in. Rice will head in on the forecheck after Noel. Noel will close off on that puck. It's played there by Lafrance to Noel. He'll get it up to Simon Lafrance. Knocked down from behind. Antropov swinging in. He'll put one towards the goal. Rice was in front, but Gravel will take it in the glove. Slow things down.
You see part of the mixing and matching going on here. This line coming out. Coach McPherson sending out R.T. Rice to Neil Antropov and Jordan Marr, having to figure out who he's going to work with. Jaden Pekka throwing into that mix as well too. So that's part of the juggling, the line matching that I haven't seen Darian Pilon in a while either, Bo, so I'm not sure whether he's healthy or not. So a bit of mixing and matching that Coach McPherson's going to have to be doing here. I know Darian's been battling injury over the course of this playoff, and you know, they may be down two forwards here in addition to TJ Shea.
Patriot win another face-off. That's sent out by Smallwood. Icing waved off. Ruled that Pellerin could have played that puck. Panthers in on the forecheck. He'll come loose to the Patriot. Here's Levine up over the line. He'll play it in. Far side corner boards allow Garneau to go after Curtis Henry. Henry does a good job of dragging that puck out from the boards, but he can't make a play with it. Levine forechecking him. He'll get it up to Lajeunesse. Lajeunesse to Maximovich. Maximovich turns back in the neutral zone. Plays it back to Leon Denny. Denny. No outlet option as he spins away from Garneau over to Candela. Candela to Jaden Pekka. Pekka inside his own blue line. Gets it back to Cole Candela. He'll send it over to Darian Pilon. Here's Pilon through the middle of the ice to Antropov. One touch to Pekka. Pekka couldn't handle it. Here's Antropov back in the neutral zone. Sauces 1-2. Jaden Pekka. He'll send it around the horseshoe. That'll be blown down offside here. 3:38 left to go in the third period.
UQTR very content to stack it up there too, Bo. You saw them jamming up the middle there, making it difficult for Antropov, Pekka to come in. They're trying to make the tic-tac-toe passes through the neutral zone, but they have great support flooding over on the weak side, coming over here, strong side, making it hard for the Panthers to gain any access. They'll take the puck in the referee's hand anytime they get it.
Antropov will win that face-off, but it's bounced back through the neutral zone. Brassard will chase it down. He's watched there by Cote. Cote with a stick check as Brassard turns away. Here's Brassard to Pekka, up over the line. Jaden Pekka tries to send one rink wide. It's turned back. Here's Cote. Cote gets it up to Freynette with Boucher through the middle. Here's Connor Freynette, top of the circle. He'll fire one. Capriati takes it off the shoulder. Darian Pilon will skate into it. Panthers need to get a forecheck here in the offensive zone so they can try and get that goaltender out going.
They just haven't been allowing it.
Smallwood whistles one wide. Henry will throw one in. That one off a body up off the back glass. Smallwood plays it down to Darian Pilon. He gets it to Jaden Pekka. Pekka seals it up along the wall, tries to kick it free as Pilon works in for that puck. Antropov watching closely. Pilon back up top. Quick shot tipped in front there by Darian Pilon off the shot from Henry, who was looking for that stick in front.
Smart play by Curtis Henry, recognizing Darian Pilon was coming out the short side. Got it in the right area. That stuff stopped for Lexi Burdell.
Here's Levine at the blue line. He's watched there by three Panthers. It'll come loose. Smallwood chips it ahead. It's played back by Bergeron. Levine with Lafrance up over the line working on Smallwood. Levine plays it down into the corner and around to Lafrance. Couldn't handle it. Rolls to Pellerin. Pellerin back to Simon Lafrance. 2:10 left to go here. Centering out front, just missing was Lauzon. A good opportunity. Here's Levine, Lauzon plays it down low. Into the front, there's Lafrance trying to get a whack at it. Brassard now handles it, he's closed off. UQTR swarming here in the Panther zone. Lafrance to Lauzon, he'll fire that one off the side of the goal. Beauregard gets it around to Carson McKinnon. McKinnon through the neutral zone, over to Pearson. Here's Caleb Pearson, tries to drag and fire. Bergeron closes off there. 1:38 left to go here in the third period of the bronze medal game. McCachran gets one across to McKinnon off his skate into the zone. Bergeron will turn and fire, bounce it off the boards. Pearson skates into it, plays it deep into the UQTR zone. Here's Rice on the puck pursuit, gets it over to Beauregard in behind the goal. 6-on-5 attack here for the Panthers. Reaching for that puck. Knocked down L'Italien, lost it out. Here's Garneau working on McCachran towards the goal. Garneau pokes it off the side of the net. McCachran goes hard into the backboards. 1:04 left to go here in the third period. Maximovich on to Lajeunesse, to RT Rice. Down low to Lajeunesse. Panthers looking on the attack. Brassard filters one down in behind the goal. Pilon will skate into it. He'll battle there. Rice to Maximovich. Kyle Maximovich up top. Curtis Henry will fire one. That's off a shin pad, rolling towards that empty net as Henry's in the puck pursuit. 40 seconds to go here in period number 3. Curtis Henry out from behind his goal. Finds Pilon. Great Pilon. Through the neutral zone. Gets it over to Jordan Marr. Marr plays it down low to Pilon. Pilon posed off hard in behind the goal. Marr tries to rim it on around. He'll get it to Henry. He'll poke it forward. 20 seconds to go. Here's Pilon. Tries to center it from behind the goal. Battling for it. Maximovich comes up top, over the stick of Curtis Henry, back into the neutral zone. 10 seconds to go. Here's Brassard. Up over center, he'll try and play one in, and Gravel bounce out off the backboards. Maximovich. It'll be icing there with 1.4 seconds left to go here in period number 3. The UQTR Patriots have found themselves.
Well, Bo, they did what they could. They came out with a push at the end, and I think there was a heart palpitations going on as Connor McCachran and Olivier Garneau. Look at how close that was to going in as Kyle Maximovich, and of course the 1.4 seconds. It's pretty much all over but the crying here right now. But a heck of an effort here by the Panthers to try and secure the first medal here for the program in the UPEI Panther history. Just not going to happen. Come up a little bit short against the defending national champ, the UQTR Patriotes. And,
finer buzzer sounds here. The UQTR Patriots are the bronze medal winners here at the 2023 Cavendish Farms University Cup, defeating the host UPEI Panthers by a score of 3-2.
Well, Bo, the Cinderella story did not go quite the way the Panthers had hoped it would, but, there's going to be a feeling of dejection, a feeling of disappointment, but I can tell you one thing, this is a moment to be proud of for the UPEI men's hockey program. They've showed that they've belonged here in this tournament, knocking off the number 1 ranked team in the country. Faced the Dynamo last night against the University of Alberta, came out here today against the defending national championship, who found a way to get it done here in this bronze medal game. But I know Coach McPherson has talked about having the opportunity to advance this program by hosting this tournament, and I know that at the end of the day, he's going to be saying to his players, listen, I'm darn proud of you for the progress that we've made as a program, for the work that they've done in terms of elevating the status of the UPEI men's program. I mean, here they are competing against 3 of the best programs in U-Sport men's hockey, and there's no reason to hang their head as the fans are sticking around to show their appreciation for the effort that they gave here, not only today, but over the course of this regular season in the AUS conference.
And the UQTR Patriot, of course, the bronze medal winners here. You look at a goalie like Alexei Gravel. He found a way to will his team to victory here. Justin Bergeron, Simon Lafrance. These are big pieces from a program here that, won a U-Cup championship last year. This year they come out with bronze. I mean, it's always nice to get back on that bus, head back to Trois-Rivières with a winning victory to close it out.
Well, you always want to end your season on a winning note. You just watching Simon Lafrance going through the lineup with Matt Broussard and TJ Shea having a bit of a special guest, and you see Justin Bergeron doing the same thing. Of course, they shared, the pleasure this year of winning the FISU gold medal, and, an opportunity of great sportsmanship being displayed by everybody here once again. And, there's the connections in hockey are big and they're deep, and, there's opportunities for people to establish those connections in a variety of ways. And we're seeing it here today with some of these guys who have had come on here in the national stage. They competed hard. This was a hard-fought game on both fronts. The Patriots, they were able to get it done at a time when it matters most. But, speaking as a former player, Bo, I couldn't be more proud of the organization here with the UPEI Panthers. And, the green and white is moving in the right direction. It's going to be losing some significant players this year. Recruiting will begin in earnest here before long, but
Caleb Pearson, the Nike player of the game here for the UPEI Panthers. He had himself one heck of a tournament here for the Panthers. Kind of made himself well known here to teams around the country.
Now, what's his progress going to be? What's that going to do for his status next year in terms of getting him ready to come back and take the leadership mantle that's going to be that void that'll be created by Troy Lajeunesse, TJ Shea, and Kyle Maximovich up front. So someone's going to have to fill that, and 15 has certainly positioned himself well to do that. But there's a guy, Samuel L'Italien. He was a force, man, in this game. Big body presence. Huge on the face-offs for the Patriots. 2-point game once again, 2 assists in this game. He gets the love from his teammates going back as they're going to be walking home with a bronze medal. And the medal ceremonies will ensue here for the team. Unfortunately, the Panthers have to sit through that and watch them go through and get their medals, something that they were clearly trying to get. Came up just a little bit short, but like I said earlier, all kinds of reasons to be proud with the performance that they did. Not only the performance on the ice, but the performance off the ice for the organizing committee in this tournament. You got to tip off the hat to guys like Bruce Donaldson, Ronnie Neer, Trent Brood, who come on to help with the promotion and support and stuff. Our alumni program that came out in big numbers here in the weekend to support the team, and just all kinds of good news stories about this tournament. And, you know, I guess the hope thing for hockey fans like you and me, Bo, we hope this isn't the last time that we will be seeing a national championship being held here in Charlottetown, Prince Edward Island.
We'll throw it over to the public address announcer here, Kirk McKinnon, for the rest of the Bronze Medal Award presentations.
David Noel. 23, Connor Fournette. 24, Félix Lozon. Numéro 40, Michael Pellerin. 55, Félix Boivin. 61, Zachary Lavigne. Ludovic Soucy. Jonathan Brisson. Félix Lafrance.
So as the medal presentations continue here for the UQTR Patriot, we're going to be joined by the Nike player of the game with 2 assists. That is Samuel L'Italien.
Vincent Mio-Wallace.
Et au niveau de la patinoire, présentement, c'est Samuel L'Italien. Samuel, premièrement, félicitations pour cette médaille de bronze. On le sait, chaque équipe vient ici avec le but d'être couronné champion canadien. Malheureusement, pour vous, ça s'est terminé hier avec votre défaite. Mais tout de même, qu'est-ce que ça signifie pour vous d'aller chercher le bronze cet après-midi?
Ben, écoute, on s'est rallié hier soir après la défaite. C'est sûr que c'était pas facile à avaler, mais on s'est dit qu'il fallait avoir de la fierté quand même. On représentait le programme, on représentait le Québec en venant ici. Puis, comme que je dis, c'est peut-être pas la médaille qu'on voulait, le match qu'on voulait jouer, mais il faut qu'on sorte de là avec la tête haute. On a avancé à la 3e position quand même, donc c'est quand même un bon exploit là, malgré tout. Là.
Et parlons un peu de ton jeu. Tu as récolté 2 mentions d'aide au courant de la partie aujourd'hui. Comment as-tu trouvé ta performance pour ton équipe aujourd'hui?
Écoute, c'est une bonne partie, je pense. Là. Écoute, on savait que ça allait être une atmosphère quand même assez hostile en venant ici. C'est l'équipe haute, ça allait pas être facile. Ça va être un match avec beaucoup d'émotions, mais je pense qu'on est sorti là, avec 2 buts en première période assez rapide, puis on a pu prendre l'avance. Puis c'était ça notre plan de match, puis ça a bien été pour le reste de la partie. Là.
Et les Patriotes de l'UQTR, vous avez une histoire très riche. Qu'est-ce que ça signifie pour l'Université du Québec à Trois-Rivières, pour le programme des Patriotes, de pouvoir vous avoir rendu ici, d'aller chercher la médaille de bronze?
Ouais, écoute, c'est extraordinaire. Je pense qu'avec les gars qui sont rentrés, là, on est plusieurs qui sont rentrés il y a 4 ans là, dans ce programme-là. Puis notre objectif, c'était de gagner le championnat national qu'on a fait l'année passée. Malheureusement, cette année, c'est pas arrivé, mais comme que je disais, c'est quand même un exploit qui est quand même remarquable. Là. Comme je disais, représenter le Québec, venir ici, une 3e position. On peut être fier de ce qu'on a accompli. Puis écoute, rendu là, on va espérer gagner l'année prochaine encore. Là.
Vous avez vraiment quelque chose à être fier, Samuel. Félicitations pour votre performance ce week-end et la médaille de bronze. Merci beaucoup pour ton temps et tu peux aller rejoindre tes coéquipiers pour la célébration.
Merci beaucoup.
So Samuel L'Italien talking about the significance of the bronze medal here for the UQTR Patriotes. He talks about that wasn't the one that they came looking for, but they're still proud to represent the program and represent the province of Quebec here. And the rich history of the UQTR Patriot, it wasn't their time, but they're really proud of their accomplishments and what they were able to do here on island soil in this tournament.
So that'll wrap it up here. A 1-minute 3-2 UQTR Patriot win over the UPEI Panthers. They started early in this hockey game, 2 goals in the first period. They followed up late in the second period. We'll be back at 7 o'clock here for the Alberta Golden Bears and the UNB Reds against the gold medal for the gold medal game. 3-2 UQTR defeats the UPEI Panthers in the bronze medal game. We'll be back with more action tonight as the University of Alberta Golden Bears take on the UNB Reds for championship gold at the Cavendish Farms U Cup in Charlottetown, Prince Edward Island.
U-Sports on CBC, les championnats U-Sport, brought to you in part by, vous êtes présenté par Nike Team Just Do It. Faites-le. Barron, exclusive supplier of U-Sports championship rings. Le fournisseur exclusif des bagues de championnat U-Sport. Fox 40, celebrating a decade of the Fox 40 U-Sports Coach of the Year program. Fier partenaire des prix de l'entraîneur de l'année U-Sport depuis 10 ans. By Veriburn, proud medical supplier to university sports since 1979. Fier partenaire du sport universitaire depuis 1979. The Government of Canada. Le gouvernement du Canada. And by Cavendish Farms. Enjoy the game day taste at home with Cavendish Farms. Profitez des saveurs de jour de match chez vous avec les frites Les Fermes Cavendish.